get started. We're doing the preliminaries
hey,
right
man,
now.
I know you just put up to the bar when we close. Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on. You look like you need a drink, man. I hate to tell you.
My guy Terry Walls checking in from Enterprise, Alabama.
They got drinks and they got shots.
Handling high school family.
Okay, man. I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib. I'm trying to get to it.
Tune in online at BarTalkWithJay.com.
All right. Tell you what. I'm gonna get you one drink, because it look like you need one drink. I can do one drink. I can do one drink, because I really, yeah. Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Or no. Ain't no last calls here. Bar Talk with Jay. Play for a minute. Yeah, I got crying in the good cry, so it's good time.
All right.
I want to get up and dance every time.
I ain't scared now. What's up, CK? Checking in from LaGrange, Georgia. For the Chakalate Factory family.
Chakalate Factory.
That's right. My girl, CK, we actually did an event at her house. It was one of the private type events. Huge turnout. It turned into a full-scale party.
See, that's how it is at Bar Talk.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes over here at Bar Talk. You never know what to expect and how it's gonna go down. But guess what? You're gonna have a good old time.
That's right.
That's how we do it.
What's gonna go down in the bar?
So first I always gotta say, Craftmatic in the building. How you doing today, man?
Man, doing good, bro. Doing good. Getting excited about the new year.
Okay.
I'm ready for 2016 to fall off. And
I'm taking one day to work with me.
Excited about 17 and just glad to be here tonight, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I got V in the building.
That's right.
Entrepreneur.
Yes.
Big man in town.
Right. That's right.
That's what we gotta have. That's what we gotta have. How you doing today, man? How you feeling?
Thanks for having me, man. I really like what you got going on. I'm impressed with your setup, and I appreciate you bringing me out.
Hey, man, it's my honor. Please believe. And then I got TK on the phone. TK making all kind of noise in the background. Yeah, I'm busting you out. How you doing today, girl?
Just don't flush.
I'm good.
Yeah. You say, did you wash your hands? Oh, yeah, mercy. I'm just saying, TK, we hear everything. I'm just saying, you know.
Noise and everything.
Don't be hearing everything.
I'm just saying. Okay, TK, how you doing, girl? Let's get back to the focus.
I'm good. How are you?
Girl, you really. I got somebody in the building that can help you today. Oh, well, now you know you're leaving.
For what?
Never mind. We got somebody that can probably help you mentally, but you pick me up a 6-pack when you go to the store. Cause we can hear you getting in the car. I'm just saying. You know, just trying to let you know.
I think better when I'm driving.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's the excuse for today. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that one day. That's all I got.
Okay,
Actually, the first time I
go what I say, we all gonna be okay.
Yeah, well, don't. This one right here, she's totally special.
Okay.
TK, what you got for us today? You know what's going on. You know this is the last show for 2016. You got to bring up a little bit of flavor, girl. I mean, don't come dead. Stay real. And what you got for me?
I'm not. As we close out the new year, I just think on a positive note for the ending of the year, for my self-reflection. I need to be a little humble, because as good as my heart is, it may come off as crass or unsincere. I am overly aggressive, admittedly, but it's not just out of spite all the time. Sometimes.
Okay.
Sounds like she's telling on herself.
Right. There's a lot of overly
I'm a
aggressive
straight
women out
shooter,
there.
and everybody can't handle that, and I have to learn how to gauge my conversation based on the individual that I'm speaking without watering myself down to not be true to myself. So if I'm speaking to someone that's a little bit more delicate, I'm going to have to learn how to read and gear my conversation to what I've already said to myself.
Okay, listen to her, TK.
Yeah. Now that's being honest with yourself.
I mean, one thing, that's why we brought her on to the show. The girl always been real. I'm just trying to get some more creative juices to come out of it. That's why I invited V tonight, a relationship expert. Okay, and Lord knows she thinks she got the best relationship. Thinks she got the best. Listen, the girl on some serious medication.
It's the best thing for me. It's not for everybody.
We know it's the best thing for you, girl, because you the only thing that can make that work. I'm just trying to tell you, you got a specialty.
I'm just saying, you might not. You might can't handle it. It might be above you.
No, it's above me, girl. I ain't even think it's above me. I just can't. I'm not with it.
It works for me. So everybody can't handle my relationship, but it's mine. It's not yours anyway. It's mine. It's not for you.
Listen to you. See, don't be trying to take away everything. We got some things we share.
I'm trying to please me. I can't be in my relationship trying to please everybody else. I'm trying to please me. And if you don't like it, then that's fine.
Right. But you're trying to please your man too, right?
It don't sound like.
I mean, he's a part of me.
Okay.
So when I say me, I can say us, but me, when he says me, it's us. When I say me, it's us.
Okay. So he's giving you some constructive feedback that you've been I don't know, harsh in words or temperamental or not understanding or you're not communicating well. What did he say?
Well, he's a very open communicator. He doesn't like the fact that I'm aggressive. I'm too aggressive. Mm-hmm. He said to tone, I should tone it down, but this is what he chose. And at some point, I will change some things to accommodate his needs, but I can't change who I am to accommodate him.
Right. Now, is this the first time he said something to you about that?
No.
I think everybody said so too.
It's probably to keep it with small things that'll be said again, because it may not be enough, but it's not the first time we're going to do it. It'll be said sometime after that, but there is slow, steady progress.
Okay, progress is good.
Yes. It sounds like you want to go in. You got some things you want to tell him.
There also has to be an acceptance of who you are, and if that's who you are, you have to kind of be able to roll with that and not. You shouldn't have to just change for someone else. You want to change for the better, but you shouldn't have to totally change who you are in order to be with someone.
I'm not going to change who I am. I will change to accommodate, which means I see. Because he's not the only person. My mother used to say it to me. My family says it to me. So I know that it's an issue with my aggression. But my aggression is me, my formulation of independence, and that's just some of the things. Some things are never going to change. It's never going to happen. I can tone it down, but toning it down doesn't mean I'm getting rid of it. That means I'm choosing a different word to say instead of the word that sounds harsh.
Right.
I'm learning the thesaurus, so I won't say stupid. Tool, and I'll say, that's not really something else that's no more than that. So it's not that I'm just changing the verbiage, trying to change my body language, that type of stuff, so it won't come off so hard. I'm saying the same things, I'm just saying them differently.
Right. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It's how you say it.
There you go.
That's exactly right. And that's a universal.
And I got to get to the how you say, not what I say, just the how you say.
Right.
My delivery is what's up, not my message.
Absolutely, and that's a universal theme for all of us, that we all need to be aware of our audience, who we're talking to, whether they're thinking or coming from an emotional perspective, or are they just dealing with the facts. And ultimately, you got to meet people where they are. True. Because if you don't meet them where they are, then you can't build some rapport, you can't build some understanding. So, and it takes a lot of heart to say what you said. We need more people to take ownership of their, inadequacies, their faults, the opportunities to grow in a relationship, and the opportunity to just be better.
Don't get me wrong. It took me a long time to get there.
Right.
Girl, you ain't there yet. You still driving. What you talking about? You talking about it's a long time to get there. You ain't there yet, girl. You just start right around the corner. You ain't made it, girl. I'm just trying to tell you. Need to take that medicine.
So it's guide me in the right direction.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let the Lord drive you, because the Lord knows when you drive, you'll never make it to where you're going.
Not to belabor the point.
Working on me.
We know this.
Working on all of us,
That's right.
I don't want to belabor the point, but I think that what you're talking about touches every failed relationship.
It does.
Every failed relationship ultimately ends because they may wanted the same thing, but they could not communicate on a level that would allow each other to, receive the message and be willing to be open to something that they're not comfortable with, something they don't like. It really is the essence of relationships, is meeting people where they are. If my wife is upset about anything, I need to stop and listen, because that's what she needs me to do, is listen. And if she doesn't feel heard and understood, then she'll feel like her message never got across.
True.
Okay, well, y'all going in, but I gotta let TK get out of here. TK, you got any words for everybody since the end of 2016 with the big blow up of 2017? And of course, I'm doing something at the house. Definitely, we would love to see TK in the building. And again,
absolutely.
That's New Year's Eve. We'll be on air.
I bring New Year's in with my family every year. They're my primary, my children. I spend my New Year's with them. I bring them in. We have a good time.
Oh, you got too many kids. I don't know about all that.
Family thing is what I do. I party young, so I'm party out. So I take joy in my kids having a good time and seeing them act crazy.
Oh, okay. I just want you to know that you definitely was invited, but now that you mention your kids, I'm just saying. Your kids like you. You know what I'm saying? That's just too much. That's just... Whatever, girl. I'm just trying to... I ain't took my medicine. I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with all that. Well, I tell you what, you and your family...
You got big boys. I have all girls.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't need your girls with my boys. I'm just trying to tell you. Baby run around talking about their cousins. No, they ain't no cousins.
Right.
I ain't trying to find me no closets, none of that. How about...
It will happen.
You keep them girls right on over there as your house. But I definitely want to say...
Be safe, whatever you choose to do, whatever is going out, be careful, be mindful. Watch your surroundings. Make sure you're coherent as you drink. If you feel like you're drinking in excess, have somebody that does it so that you can get home safe and bring 2017 in on a good note.
Right.
Enjoy your family, your friends. Nothing is promised. It can be over in the blink of an eye. Have fun. Live life like it's your last second.
That's right.
There you go, girl. Get them little words in there. I ain't mad at you.
Like the police.
We want to say Happy New Year's to you, girl. We're going to do big things in 2017, but we appreciate you being a part of the show in 16. So let's do big things. You stay safe. Keep them children at the house with you. Don't even let them out. I'm just saying.
All right, TK. Be easy.
Right. Enjoy, everybody. Be
all
safe.
Right. You got it, girl.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Ooh, Lord knows that girl's special.
Yeah, but she came with the real.
That was real.
That's the one thing I always liked about her. She's real nervous about coming on talk radio. She was like, "That's not what I do," and I said, "But you're real." And she was like, "Yeah, but I'm not a radio person." I said, "You'll be surprised what you can do when you get behind the mic and you just let it flow out.
Just let it flow. Be real. Be yourself."
And
let me tell you, she has had some of the most profound thoughts since we've been on this show. I mean, she comes at a level from a woman who knows who she is, but she explains these scenarios about relationships that we probably wouldn't get to without her.
And that's what we need.
You got to have the other perspective.
Got all day.
Absolutely.
All right, we got to go to commercial real quick, gentlemen. As always, we want everybody to stay tuned. Bar Talk with Jay. We're going to be coming right back. Trey Songz is the person I picked. Okay.
Trey Songz?
Yeah, Trey Songz.
We love Trey.
Well, I don't know if you love Trey as much as I do, but I did this one for Kenya. But Kenya ain't even in the building. PR girl coming, but she ain't here yet. But I got one for her.
All right. We've got more people checking in. Gary Dukes, Ruben Dukes, Felicia Simmons, Kinfolk Cortez, Marion Augustus checking in all the way from Kansas City. What's up, Mary? Checking in from all over the country. What it is?
So what do you broadcasting yourself on your site?
I'm not doing any broadcasting right now. I've done interviews, but I don't have anything broadcasting right now. Definitely something that we're looking into. Interested in doing.
I'm just interested. What are you doing? Who are you talking
This is Facebook Live. I got a few people that's watching while we're on Facebook Live, checking everything out. Got my cousin D-Rock checking in. My girl T, hey, how you doing? My work family checking in. 10 folks all the way from Stockbridge, Georgia, checking in with us today. We talking relationships tonight. So
Every Thursday night.
Yeah, every night on Bar Talk with Jay. What's up, cousin Larissa checking in from Davenport, Iowa.
Davenport!
Gary Stokes checking in from Albany, Georgia.
I don't know where that's at.
My lead brother, brother of the league, Gary Stokes.
Why that don't surprise me, Crab?
What's up, Tanya? Envy Ives Closet.
Come on, Tanya.
What's going on, Tanya? What's going on, Michael Moss? My man checking in. Big Man Culture. Stylist of the Year for Big Man. That's where my pocket square come from, represent Big Man Culture. He trying to keep me on point when I'm stepping out.
You might have to get that business card.
All right.
Yeah.
My man, Michael Moss can style you any style. He has clients all over the country. Any size. He specializes in big men. But got DJ
I'm trying to get there.
Checking us out. Getting ready. Got Quincy Griggs checking in. We're on a commercial break right now. Listening to a little Trey song. We'll let y'all take a look at the studio here, which is set up just like a bar. Got Jay over there.
Oh, yeah. Represent. Baby. Charismatic in the building.
Charismatic, checking it out, checking in.
Right, we're popping champagne later on.
Man, Quitch over there.
I see you. I see you. I see you.
Y'all make sure y'all go to my website. Chocolate Factory candles on deck display with lavender bliss. We're gonna go in on relationships in a little bit. That's right. We're gonna get real deep. We're going hard. We got brothers in here going hard.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We're back with Bar Talk with Jay.
Okay.
And now we're gonna have to ask. We got TK to say what her 2016 was and where she going to 2017. Now we need to find out what Craftmatic. Craftmatic in the building. Tell me, Craft. What's your reflections of 2016 and what's your changes for 2017?
Woo, man, I have a. This year it's been a tough year, man. It's been a tough year. And I started out the year laser focused on making great change. I wanted to create more stability in my life. I wanted to create some projects that would continue to carry me toward my vision. And I made the great change. It turned out that it wasn't the greatest change. I got some rest, but that's about it. And so, you know, as I end the year, seeing, you know, all that has unfolded, again, it being a very tough year, I'm just energized to try it again.
Okay.
You know, what I really am ultimately charged to do is well, I made some more change here toward the end of the year, and I think that was good change where I can get my revenue, my income back, you know, in the 100,000s where I needed to be.
There you go.
And,
Make that money. Make that money, Craft.
Yeah, I got 2 major projects I'm looking forward to in 2017. So, you know, the theme for 2017 is what's your vision? What's your venture, right?
Okay.
And so everyone needs to be focused on a venture. And mine is going to be the hair business and, of course, Bar Talk with Jay. So,
I'm just saying.
No, don't look up.
I'm just saying, Craft. We got the hair tied to
primary investor.
Hey, ain't got nothing to put it on.
We know this.
You can use some glue up there.
They got stuff for that now.
Yeah, they got some spray.
You can build it all the way up now, all the way up
You ain't putting none of that on
from
my
nothing. You can build it all the way up from nothing to a high top fade.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
See my boy, see my man Tosh.
Okay.
Severe,
Yeah.
grooming god, barber studio. He's based out of Albany, Georgia, but he comes to Atlanta. He can be up. You want it'll be all new, bro.
I'm just open right now.
I'm just gonna keep it real with you, bro.
Yeah.
If it get that way, I'm going ball.
Let it go. Just let it go.
Just let it go. I mean, hey, sometimes you just can't hold on to it, man. You know, I had that Jerry curl back in the day, so I knew I had to let that go because it was stuck to me.
Right.
Everybody knew where I was, dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, all you do is like a cigarette.
You was there.
Throw it down, I'm gone.
Yeah.
So, again, craft.
You know, again, after all that has unfolded, man, I realize you can't count on anything at all but the Lord.
Yeah, there you go.
And, you know, I have been pressing the word in my spirit over the last few months, and as a result, pressing it more. I've always been in the word, but pressing it more, realizing that that is my only stronghold in life. And as I have, it seems like some of these unexplained problems just kind of disappear. It seems like progress happens without me. You know, favor is upon my life, and I just know that for 2017, the Word is going to be, you know, is going to be my rock. It always, you know, it has been, but now, you know, just through the trials and tribulations and tests of 2016, I know that from 17 on out, that I'm going to be in the Word, and nothing else is more important than that. So that's my greatest change, is to really just get laser focused in the Word, stay focused on these ventures, and I took good care of myself. So I can't say take better care of myself, but there are some areas that I did not focus on, and so you know, it really means getting back to the basics, taking care of Stacy. I've spent most of my life taking care of the world, taking care of people, taking care of my kids and my wife, and many people call me for prayer. They call me, you know, to help them solve their problems, and I haven't spent enough time really on Stacy. Okay. And so, you know, that's going to be my venture, and it's not about being selfish. It's just about this year. I'm hoping will take me into the next 20 years. So my venture and my word. That's all I live for, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you gave me a word that I'm making a part of my life, bonanza. Right. When he mentioned it to me, and just that mindset, you have to have a different mindset. I like to say 2016 and 17 is just a measurement, okay? A measurement of time.
Yes.
My whole thing, if you don't change your mind, then you're not going to change nothing else that's going on around you. So it's time to reflect and see what you need to do differently. And it starts with your mind. And to me, get spiritually right. And again, that it strengthens your mind and your body.
Everything.
Because it's your foundation. And I like to say that's what will change your relationship, your job, your outlook of life. And so the ones that's entrepreneurs, to get your mind right to be a strong entrepreneur. Right. Because people can venture into it, but they aren't always going to be successful. Right. It's like 409 and that formula. It's one of the things I always throw up. I always throw up certain things. 409 was a formula, and it took 408 failures before 409 came out.
Right. That's
okay?
Right.
So when you really think about when you try and it doesn't work, you got to understand, you got to keep going.
That's it.
It's not a failure till you quit. Right. So quit thinking about quitting and think about what you need to do to change. Because a lot of stuff ain't going to come out right. Okay? I made a lot of mistakes. But it's not about me looking at all my mistakes. I looked at them as stepping stones to the successes. Absolutely. And that's what I measure from year to year, is my plan. You know, write it out and have an idea where you want to go. Because if not, your mind will take you all over the place. And you probably want to accomplish half the stuff that you're looking for. So again, in relationships, in jobs, and finding yourself, number one thing is spend time with yourself. You know, a lot of times we spend so much time helping others, running behind other people, doing for others, that you really don't take time for self. I was my worst critic. And I also was my worst person when it comes to doubting and believing in. And believe me, it can happen to anyone. Because it's not like I had no belief in it. I just didn't know what was in me. So it took time for me to develop and understand. And when I took time and I start not just healing, but start understanding, you know, because I listened, but I wasn't understanding what I was hearing. So now I'm starting to listen and understand. And the key for 2017, just like in 16, is apply. You got to apply that now. All the things you've been through, you got to apply it. Just leaving it in you and not doing nothing with it is stagnant. That's no real growth. I want people to be happy. You got to let it out. It's like love. Let it flow. Now, it's different kind of love now. I ain't asking everybody to be out there hoish now. I'm just saying, I said, oh, Jay said love everybody. I ain't saying with your wacky tacky now. Calm down. It's with the real, with the heart. All right? And that's where you can get that, I like to say, that mustard seed of love back trickling around with a word means something. I hear people now say what? I hear that all the time. It's not impactful. But when somebody's in it, they still love that word. I like to say, even though I am divorced and single, I still love love. I still love people. Yes. I have problems with people because, again, some of them are barbaric and they do crazy things, but I still have to love them. Absolutely. And I have to let them do them. I have to love me first, and then that way I can continue loving out. And that's one of the biggest things in 2017, just like 16, is not judging everything that come upon you, not criticizing, understanding the negativity that goes on is a choice. We don't have to choose to look at things that way. And I'm starting to change my mindset of where it was to where I'm going.
But see, Jay, the change comes about because you get new information.
Oh.
Right? If you got the same old information, then you're processing the same old analytics. You're thinking about it the same old way. But when you grow, when you take in new information, whether it be from people or books or magazines or motivational speakers or the Bible or whatever, as long as you're taking in new information, you'll make new decisions. You'll be able to refresh your mind. You'll be able to refresh your decisions. You'll be able to think about things open-mindedly. But I think that is one of the greatest challenges going on in the world is that people aren't taking in new information. Let's say the average American reads less than one book per year.
Right. It's also the application of that information, taking action. We do a lot of reading. We do a lot of studying, talking, listening. We go to church. We do all of that, but what do you do with it when you go home? What do you do with the word after you read it? Right. Do you still go back and have the same behavior? Do you learn from your mistakes? That kind of thing. So it's the application of that knowledge that we have attained that really takes you to the next level, I feel.
Absolutely. And what can you offer about applying? I mean, you know, I'm a motivational speaker. Yeah. I've spoken in front of hundreds and thousands of people. But sometimes even I, as the presenter, am challenged to explain to people how to apply some of these new ideas. You know, sometimes it just takes regular old accountability, and sometimes life is holding you accountable. You know, if you don't make the change, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna lose something. You're gonna fail. But can you share any insight on some things that people can contemplate or can do to apply more of this information?
I think deep down is the desire to be better and to do better. That's and good. Not want to continue to go through the same things, not just, you know, in life with relationships, with jobs, with your career. If you're struggling, you got to get up and go do something. You know, you can sit here and listen to folks preach. You can listen to all the motivational speakers in the world, but if you don't take action yourself, you know, it doesn't matter. So you got to have something within yourself to want to do and be better. Until then, you're going to stay in the same place.
Absolutely. I can't agree more. And one of the things that I have charged myself with is helping people build desire.
Right.
You know, I'm a mental scientist by study. And what I know is that all human behavior is learned behavior. And so people have learned behavior either from childhood and from experience and sometimes from books and knowledge and wisdom. But nobody's really teaching us how to build desire. And sometimes desire is it's shut out because all we can see is problems. All we can see is the pain. All we can see is the, and usually, you know, the people who are the most successful in the world, the people who overcome kind of their worldly experience and grow to be more, whether it ever manifests in the physical world or not, sometimes you just can be a superstar in your mind. And that can get you through life, you know,
that's where it starts.
Knowing who you are, absolutely. But there is a process to building desire. And that process, I believe, happens when you contemplate your greatness. You know, when you really take time to think about what life would be like, to be in a good relationship, to be financially free, to you know, to own a business or to have great relationships or whatever that may be for you, when you take time to think about it, something happens on the inside that clicks. Something kind of moves out of your way, and you begin to want it. You begin to long for it. And I'm telling you, I in all the goal setting that we have in this world, that without desire, it means nothing.
Right. Because
our minds are clouded. When you think about, you know what, I want to lose 10 pounds, you know, in the coming months. I want to lose 20 pounds or whatever that happens to be. The first thing that comes up in your mind are all the reasons why you can't achieve the goal. Right? And most of it is what I won't do, what I can't do, what I haven't done. You know, our minds are so filled with the experience of failure and all those fresh start diets that that, you know, that's all we can contemplate when we start you know, entertaining new ideas about going forward in our life. But it is important that we stop the madness and really think about what life would look like. Your vision sets precedent over your life.
That's right.
And I had one teacher used to say, whatever you see in your mind's eye will appear. So if you're always seeing pain, you're always seeing problems, you're always seeing I didn't and I can't, then you're doomed from the beginning. Think about what is possible. Really contemplate it. And it's hard to drive that home because people think that visualization is not real. It doesn't matter. But if you talk to all of the most successful people in the world, the very first thing they will tell you is to have a vision. But people who've never experienced great success don't understand the power of that.
Right.
That vision will start to, somehow it spiritually will move obstacles out of your way. And it'll bring the right resources and the right people and the right timing and the right effort. It'll bring things together. We're far greater than human beings. You know, I always say we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And we're not utilizing our spirit. We're not utilizing the value and the potential of our spirit because we're so clothed in this human body and this human world. And, you know, that may be a conversation for another show, but it is the seed that sprouts all fruit. Vision in our minds and in our hearts.
Somebody needed that word.
I was about to tell you, amen. Amen.
Yeah, man. Make me want to cry.
I'm just saying, I thought you was going to pass around the collection plate and say, hold on, Pastor.
Don't get me started.
You
passed the plate.
What? I'm about to say, you did your thing, man. But see, that's one of the things about Craftmatic, and that's why I love the nickname Craftmatic. He finds ways and just shape things in ways that you like the tool, Craftmatic. You make an impact.
Thank you, brother.
And that's what the show's about. It's about reflection, and because we can't make no one change. We're just hoping to make a reflection, because you can understand what's going on with you. You got to make that change. You got to make that step. We're just a stepping stone of an understanding that we have a conversation that we can all, I like to say we all need. It's a conversation that I said, I started.
Especially us brothers.
What? To come together.
Especially us brothers.
Yeah. I gotta go to commercial now.
We need. I'm telling you.
Vita made me want to go straight into commercial. I had to go anyway.
Conversation.
Yeah,
Trust me.
we should probably continue that dialogue.
We gonna continue it, but we gotta go to commercial, and then I gotta get back. I gotta get Jeffrey his spot. Okay. But hey, we still got a nice amount of time. We gonna go in.
We going in.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I see my guy Walter Dawson checking in from Captain, Georgia. Stacey Weideman.
Stay tuned.
Miss Simmons.
We BarTalkWithJay, and we still Trey Songz. Oh yeah, I'm gonna Trey Songz all night.
Commercial break. We're gonna be right back. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Trey Songz all night, bro.
Trey Songz, man. Got him for the night. I figure if I'm gonna go with somebody, I'm gonna go with he ain't got 4, 5 hits. I came back.
Just keep putting it out there.
This year has caused me to
behind the scenes right now with the work and just kind of chilling. You feel me?
that I should get it. I there's nothing realer. Yes, I never saw your problems too much of kill. And when I leave, I always come right back. Yeah, young spit it and everybody can rap here. A lot of y'all still sounding like last year. Everybody's out changing. I'm the mole. I'm emotions for my life. Dimes in my bed. Quarters of the cushion. The lines in my head. Take my verses too serious. You hate me. Cause I'm the one to paint a vivid picture. No HD. Yeah, I want it all. So I try for it. It's me and you'll never hear us from time for us. And you want to party at all times. I'm just hoping I'm a
It's going down.
Yeah, dude. I wasted money doing it, thinking it was the right thing to do. You could make your business simple. So I found out that don't.
From an artist's perspective, I just want to know what the men think. Well, we got to find out. We're on a commercial break, and we're here to make it happen. It's a work service. You guys call your cousin, call your aunt, call your niece, call your sister. Let them know the men are burning it down. All over there. There's no way you wouldn't be able to fix it from this supply on how that tune in. This is good stuff. This is good stuff for real. And we're rolling. So when we're commercial, we're about to break it back into the session. Real talk. And believe me, I tell you, for everything that I think that I'm always learning. Always learning something to do better, be better. Not only as language, but also
spend so much money getting it together.
Relatively speaking, when it comes to relationships on the job, relationships with children, relationships with others, it's pretty important. I'm here from the mouth of the main so we're a little commercial break. In 40 hours all before I showed up and brought $1,000 worth of drinks and got pulled up. Damn, my reality is sad. And even when the feds least the most want to get in, I do a lot of things hoping I never had to fit in. So trying to keep up with my races like a dead end. My girl love me, but my heart beats slow. And right now the tour bus is looking like a free show. And life changed for us every single week, so it's good. But I know this ain't the peak though, cause I want the money. Money in the cars in the clothes. Once you get that point, I just want to be here. I just want to be we're up in this field, you can see the interior.
Right. We are back, and we got to get Jeffrey on the line. Oh Lord. Man. 2016. Let's see what this is about to bring when it comes to Jeffrey.
Jeffrey puts it down. We already know he finna tear the show up.
Oh Lord.
Brother Jeremiah.
What's going on, Jeffrey? In the building. How you doing, Jeffrey?
Man, you know, actually, I'm a little depressed today, man. I'm a little depressed.
That's not like you. So we got to go in because you know we're a caring show. What's going on, bro? Tell us your problem. Pour it out with Jay. Yeah. What you got?
Oh man, it's been one of those days. My girl Serena Williams got engaged today, and that just devastated.
Oh
man! You know we love Serena.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, I feel your fight.
Thought you had a legit gripe.
No, that's pretty legit, man.
Man, you know, Jeffrey got somebody. He's trying to do cheat too. Oh, Lord. I'm talking about that last Jeff.
That's called fantasy love, baby.
That fantasy love.
Yeah.
It get you in trouble too.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. You just make sure your girl didn't hear you talk like that, Jeffrey. Just trying to keep you, you know.
Safe and sound.
Yeah. Want to make sure you make for the new year. All right, Jeffrey, man. What you got for us, baby? It's your time to make everybody realize that you love them in the harshest way. Go ahead. I don't even want to take you in. What? That's what he do.
All right. Give it to us, Jeff.
Oh, man. Ladies, you know what time it is. It's time for you to close your mouth and listen. You ask me some questions, and I give you the answers from a man's perspective. Now, ladies, I got 3 reasons tonight why you might be single, but here is the disclaimer. Now, first of all, I need you to understand that what I'm going to say tonight might not apply to you. So if it does not apply, don't you put this shoe on. But if you hear something that applies to you, ladies, I want you to put this shoe on, walk around in it, run around in it, because you might just learn something.
All right.
All right, now here we go.
Let's go.
Reason number 1, ladies, why you might be single. You have spent so much time going to women's seminars, self-help sessions, and women empowerment conferences that you have no clue how to relate to a man. Don't get it twisted. It's good, ladies, for you to go and build and work on yourself. It's good for you to go and get financial literacy type of seminars, networking seminars, building business contacts. All that stuff is good. But every now and then, you might want to invest in a relationship seminar so that you can get along with a man that is equally as intelligent or as equally as ambitious or as equally strong as you are. You keep building yourself up to where you're so strong and you think that you're independent, and when you run into a man, you see you're wanting to be with him as a sign of weakness. And the longer you keep doing that, ladies, the longer you're going to stay single.
Knocking them across the head.
Oh, we got gunshots fired. Oh, Lord.
Listen, these strong, independent women will experience that big time. I've seen it before.
I told you was going to come hard in the paint, man.
Yeah.
We in 2016 just like I wanted, hardcore, okay? All right, Jeff.
Absolutely.
What's number 2, baby? Give him number 2.
All right. Ladies, number 2 is one that I really need you to feel me on now. See, ladies, for some reason, you have not learned that it's okay for you to be treated well. I need you to understand me now. You think that a man loving you means that he has to be ultra possessive and ultra jealous and hard and demanding on you and all these things. And then when you turn around, you need some emotional support. You're not able to get that because this guy only knows one thing, and you think the way he treats you equates to love. I'm here to tell you, ladies, that it's okay for you to have a guy like Russell Wilson that doesn't mind treating you well, that doesn't mind elevating you and uplifting you. That's okay. You might want that bad boy image, when you were a young girl and you don't know no better. But as you grow up, you should understand and come to expect to be uplifted by a man and be okay with that. The more that you keep identifying with a bad boy as the man that's loving you the way you want to be loved, or they're taking this type of man to love on you for you to feel that love, the longer you're going to be single because you don't recognize what good love feels like.
Ouch.
There you go again. Hold on.
Yeah, I can identify with that one too. Listen, I was the guy who was always the nice guy, right? I wasn't rough around the edges. I didn't, I wasn't the kind of guy who, misrepresent gentlemanhood. I was always one to treat a lady nice and take care of her, but treating a lady nice seemed like it don't mean nothing.
It wasn't anything.
Being a nice guy get you put in that friend zone.
Exactly. So listen, what?
That ain't me. You ain't gotta be all hard. He said friend zone.
I learned that, boy. Hey.
And that ain't a nice place to be.
No, sir.
That's not what I was aiming for. That is not where I was aiming. Okay.
Hey.
All right, Jeffrey.
That's right on point.
Number three, last
ladies.
but never not least.
Number 3. Now, ladies, we're going to close the year off the right way. I'm going to tell you this because I love you. I'm not angry and I'm not bitter, but I want you to understand that you are probably single because of your uncontrollable mouth. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I ain't scared to say it to you. Your mouth will get you in more trouble with a strong man than anything else that you bring to the table. Because a strong man understands that a woman can uplift him that will make him want to run through a wall for her. But a strong man also understands that it is better to live on the corner of a roof than it is to live inside of a home with a quarrelsome woman.
Oh, Lord.
You don't have control of your mouth. You will be single for a long time because a man with a modicum of self-respect ain't gonna put up with it.
We ain't gonna put up with
right
it.
about that.
That's right on time. That's right on time.
Go fire! You get 3 shots. 3 shots. Really, Jeffrey, you're killing them. Oh, Lord.
I mean, think about it though.
Well, he was hard.
I mean, as soon as I hear a woman got a lot of mouth, I'm automatically deflated.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cut off.
That's cut off. I automatically know, okay, I just need to, keep a distance from this woman. I ain't gonna share no heartfelt stuff. I ain't gonna get too entangled with her. Because one thing I learned from my mother, that strong women, the love of a strong woman, a strong woman who can love and who knows the meaning of it and who knows how to express it, there's nothing better. But when a strong woman wants to vent and all that's coming at you, it's hard to come out of that equation. It's hard to deal with somebody who got a lot of mouth and all of a sudden start demeaning you or putting you down or et cetera, et cetera. So man, you right on the money, man. You right on the money. As usual, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, I gotta say to you before we get up out of here, 2016. What are you leaving behind in 2016, and what's your goals for 2017? What's your thoughts?
One thing that I'm leaving behind is that I'm going to call it procrastination. There are a couple of initiatives that have been really running around in my head, and I put some things in place, and I built a framework to it.
Yeah.
But I could have built the whole structure a while ago. And I've been kind of, carrying around with that, and we're not doing that in 2017. So, there are a couple of things, Brother Jay, that I'm going to work with you on coming up with some relationship panels out there.
Oh yeah.
When we get some women that think they can handle the heat that we bring.
Oh man.
And we have them sit on one side of the panel and we on another side of the panel, and then we in an argument in the beginning. We gonna argue and we gonna put it out there.
I got one coming up for you.
Okay.
We gonna wrap our arms around each other, and we gonna get an understanding, and we gonna get some healing going on in our community. So that's the main thing that I'm working on, man. Really taking this to the next level on my end, and we working together to continue to build that together.
Well, we definitely are here. We're gonna be supportive, and that's exactly what we do. I say you go hard in the paint, but the one thing I always say was not just your disclaimer. I do know you do care. You're a loving man, so you're a person that I definitely wanted on my team. I appreciate the fact that you accepted, and we roll together because I feel a dynamic crew. Me, you, Kraft Manning, Kenya, TK. We can hopefully make some serious change to the game. Absolutely. And I think our year is 2017. Let's make this mark. Okay, we started in 16. 17 is just another dash to the many dashes of changing lives that's in front of us. And we have a big goal. And like I said, I love it when I have a great team. Because that's one of the things I always tell people: evaluate your team. Know who's with you, knows who's in your circle, because that can help destroy you. There's so many people that act like they're with you and they're not.
Yes.
So you need to recognize who's really on your team. And then give appreciation. Because they don't have to be.
Right.
I like to say that's a choice. So please recognize. And that's why I always start the show off and ask everybody how they doing. We got to get back to caring.
Got to get back.
We got to get back to caring.
That is.
And then we get right back to loving. But we got to get back to caring. Because too many people just don't care, and we too selfish. We got to get away from that.
Absolutely. Jeffrey hit one of the high points, I think, for everyone, probably is procrastination. I mean, it is, it spoils lives, you know, it spoils dreams, it stifles potential, and so many other things that, and oftentimes, you know, we're procrastinating on dozens of things. So maybe, you know, getting laser focused on one or two, setting all the others aside for later or for never, is a very important step that we all could take. And so I identified with procrastination because there, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that I should be further than I am, but nothing's wrong and I'm not late. But there is an opportunity for me to do better and do more and really get focused in on the things that need to happen in my life. And I think we all can take something from that.
There you go. Well, Jeffrey, thank you as always, man. Appreciate you. You shake it up. You baked it. You know, you're easy bake oven. You just do what you do. Hey, man, but you have a wonderful new year, man. Again, we're doing something here at the house, man. You're more than welcome to come. Put yourself in the building. Doing it here. We'll be going on air from 11 to 12. Again, just jumping out there doing the reflection. Want to give thanks to everybody that was a part of the show, everybody that listened to the show, and give them something to listen to for the new year because we're making new beginnings. So again, if you can make it in the building, I know you're busy, man. I know you're all over the place. If you can, you know it's an open invitation.
I appreciate that, brother.
You got it, man. You take care, man.
All right, have a good night, man.
All right, Jeffrey. Happy New Year to you, my friend.
You
Happy New Year.
Hey, same to you.
Okay.
Same to you. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother.
All right, we go into commercial real quick, but when we come back from commercial, we got V in the building. We got to ask Tim what's his thoughts on that before we start getting into this book, because we got to go hard at 8 o'clock hour, you know, because at 8:05, after we come back from break now, we got to go hard because there's a lot of people that's listening and they have a lot of questions about relationships. And guess what? If we don't get to your questions today, at least he might be able to get mine answered, okay? Because I got problems over here too. So I don't know about all y'all, but we're going to try to get to the ones we can. How about that?
That's right.
So call on in, try to be a part of it, but if you can't, listen up, because I'm going to go hard in the paint because I got some problems myself.
There you go.
Okay. We get going to another commercial break. Coming back 8 o'clock, 8:05-ish. We're going to go hard.
Yes, we are. Trey Songz again, you know, I told you I'm a Trey Songz fan, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Which one of y'all now? I'm trying to ask y'all which one of y'all now? Ain't nobody going home with me. Gotta go to work.
Yeah, with that Trey Songz, man.
Hey, come on now, let me tell you that. Gotta do it like this. You know, I gotta keep their attention. Ain't talking about relationships. This is what it's all about. Feel free, man. It's a little bit of chaser. Oh, y'all want anything to drink? There's some beer in the refrigerator. Yes, liquor up there. It's an open bar. It's real. Jay, you got some ice? I'll get it for you. Feel free. Now, y'all will be on Facebook, so y'all got any warrants or anything? Ain't my fault. Straight?
What's the rest
How are you, man? Pleasure to meet you.
How you doing? Good. What's up, man? Big man. Great. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
What's up, Big Rock?
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna post up on the site. Oh yeah. Right there, I'm really a
wide body person anyway. I don't know why I'm jacking on.
I'm afraid I probably don't, because I think they drunk it all. How you doing? Pretty good, man. I'm Jay. How you doing? Oh, you ready? Oh, you the one with the voice. Now you know you're invited back for New Year's, but you can do a small rendition.
Okay.
Look inside that far side right there. You'll see it. Last at the bottom.
What is these
days out here, bartender? I'm working my way up. You open that door right there? That door right there. Big door. Open that door. That's your side.
On my side, yes. All kinds of cups and glasses. Whatever. Okay.
Whatever fits the move.
Something brown.
Anything you see, you can open up.
Something brown.
Yeah, that's my favorite right there. Open that up.
You got some brown open? Brown liquor?
Oh, man, open it. Ain't nothing sacred up in here. It's a bar. You can't go to a bar and say, you got anything open? Yeah, oh, yeah. All right. Now, did y'all hear that? Invented sex. Okay. While we getting back.
There you go.
Oh, what? That was Trey song, man. I'm just jumping into it.
Right, right.
Okay, but we got my man V in the building. V, before I was asking you real quick, what was your thoughts 2016 and 17? Tell the world about you. Because again, I'm saying, V, they want to know who you are. Give them your real government. Tell them your successes. And that way they can understand what this book is sitting on this table for. But we can get into that bad boy because Jay has invited somebody that can help you in relationships besides me. Because guess what? It ain't just about me. It's about making relationships. Now I have a relationship with a person that can help people along with Craftmatic. It ain't like I'm letting go of my spiritual brother next to me. I got to add more people who are team.
Absolutely.
So,
Expertise is what it means.
V, tell them who you are.
Government name is Viondi Pate. Man, I started on this journey in about a year and a half ago. My wife and I actually got into this as a fun thing to do to help couples that struggle with romance. And what we found is that a lot of couples have issues with romance, but it's underlying relationship issues. Lots of different types of relationship issues. So we really feel like in order to build up our community, we got to start with the foundation of relationships, because that's something that no one really teaches you. You learn from experience. No one sets you down. My dad, my mom never sat down and said, hey, this is how you handle relationships with a woman. This is how you behave. This is what you need to be doing. Nobody says that.
Right.
So what most of us, we know we have about a 60% divorce rate. So when it comes to that, we know we didn't have a good example to follow. So if your parents were divorced like mine, we learned a lot of the wrong things to do. And so I get out there myself and do the wrong things, a lot of wrong things.
Right.
All the men in my family were players. So I thought I was supposed to be a player.
Right.
You know, to a certain extent.
Right.
And then when you get to a point where you're really trying to have a serious relationship, you don't know how to function in a serious relationship. You don't know yourself well enough to know what your deficiencies are to improve on. So it takes failures, and you learn from those failures. You try to. I did anyway, and that's how I got to this point. So we started with an online novelty business called Chakalate Factory. It's actually based off my wife's name, and we do private parties and stuff like that. Show
private party.
Yeah. Private events. So just say, for instance, you invite some couples to your home, want to take a look at some of the things that are out there to help enhance your romantic aspect of your relationship, and build that thing up. Because what we have a tendency to do is do the same thing over and over again. So it kind of gets a little stale. We start, and then some people start thinking about all the extra stuff they could be doing, and that's, you know, what leads you down a different road. But all the extra stuff you need to be trying at home. You know, so we want to be open and honest with people about their sexuality and experiencing and trying different things and new things that you never tried before, and help that take your sex life to a higher plane, and that kind of helps continue to keep that thing fresh. And one of the big things is having fun and keeping it fresh.
Absolutely. And that sounds like a sex coach. Is that?
Hey, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
You know, I know.
Hey, you got some good advice. I'm listening.
Relationships, intimacy. You know, we got some cute words for it, but it sounds like sex coach.
Sound like a bedroom bully.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, we all know many couples who have, I guess, who are failing in intimacy in their relationship, and the intimacy stagnates. I'm sure communication. I'm sure, you know, relationships with the kids and the home and the to-dos and honey-dos of the house. I'm sure it hurts the whole environment.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I was told I have no romantic bone in my body.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they told me. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
even though they said
struggle with that.
Yeah.
Really?
One thing, even though I might struggle a little bit being romantic, one thing they can never say, I didn't care. See, a lot of times they get somewhat confused in there.
Right.
But I do caring things.
Right.
See, they're used to what other people was doing for them. So now I'm getting cast a shadow on, but I'm showing you that I can love and care. And I think that's a value that you just can't turn away from. But I ain't gonna lie, they throw it at me. You don't got a romantic body, but do you not see I care?
Yeah. And as men, we have to learn to be more romantic. We want them to meet us where we are.
Right.
So we have to be unselfish and meet them where they are. And that's a sacrifice, a little bit of a sacrifice on both parts.
Yeah.
So if both people are willing to sacrifice a little bit, then that makes the whole relationship better.
And what kind of sacrifices for a man? I mean, what are those sacrifices?
Okay, it may be a situation where you may like it every day. Every day.
I'm over it.
You know, but I'm just saying,
I want to make sure I'm killing
there are people that out there that are like that, and rarely are we paired or coupled with someone that's just like us and likes exactly the same thing that we like.
Right.
So you're gonna have a lot of differences, male versus female, and usually you're matched up with somebody that's different.
Right.
So when you get to that situation, you gotta compromise. You just say, hey, they're not wired that way.
Right.
Or you can't expect to, okay, I just came home, I want you to lay down and we're gonna have sex right now.
Right.
It don't work like that. Women's bodies are wired differently.
Right.
So it takes them a little more time to get to that level. It takes a little starting in the morning with telling her how beautiful she is, texting her throughout the day, planning dates and different things like that to get them to where we need them to be, because they're just different beings.
Mm-hmm. They're more emotional thinkers, I guess.
Right.
It sounds like.
You
ready to change your ways, Jay?
Hey, hold on. Y'all gonna throw this on me? Hold on, player.
That's us.
I mean, it's fine.
I'm ready to change my ways.
I've been ready. No, I wasn't always ready. I had to understand. Okay, and that's what dialogue does for me. I had to understand what the things I wasn't doing, and then I have to make sure it's something I'm willing to do.
Right.
Because some of the romantic things they might want me to do might not be me. And I'm not going to play somebody else for I can be miserable again. Because, again, some things I have to get myself to where I can say, you know something? I can see me doing that.
Right.
That right there is something I like to see us do. See, it needs to be an us factor. Because if I'm just doing it for you, that's a temporary fix. Because I'm going to go back to me. Right. Well, how about we just cultivate? Okay, we get back to that cultivate.
Build it up.
And just go. Turn it around where we both can nourish from each other. Now that's where I like to go, not just where you like me to be. And a lot of times that's what it is. A lot of people are like, well, you need to be like this. Hold on, well, who you trying to make me be? Because I'm not trying to make you be nobody but you. I want to love you for you. I ain't telling you to treat you like the ex. I'm not trying to do that. I want you to be you. I don't even want to tell you about anything of my past because I want you to see you. It's just me and you. It shouldn't be, don't act this way because she did that. No. Okay? Do you. And that'll let me know who you are. But if I tell you what all they did and you don't do none of the things, when am I going to know you it's going to be a lot later. So I'm going to waste a lot of time. And because the real you might not be what I like.
Yeah. See, well, I think, and you mentioned this a few moments ago, D, that the learning curve is so abstract. There's no pathway. There's no set of rules to teach people how to be intimate. And as people move through hardships in life, they almost lose the ability completely to be intimate. So where do we start? I mean, where does intimacy start? Even before sex, even before you finish childhood or you finish your adolescence age, where does intimacy come into life?
I don't know if I can answer that question as far as where it comes into life,
just your perspective.
From a perspective of intimacy in your marriage or in your relationship, intimacy has nothing to do with the bedroom. It's how you relate to each other.
That's powerful.
It's being willing to sacrifice for each other.
That's powerful.
It's being willing to do the things that make the other person happy.
And we always, I would guarantee 9 out of 10 people, 9.5 out of 10 people, if you mention the word intimacy, the first thing they do is go to sex.
Right.
I did.
They go to sex, they go to bed.
I did. I was about to say, once you get out the bed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what thought came across my head. I ain't the only one thought it now. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all know good and well, y'all had them thoughts.
Right.
Yeah.
I just say it, that's all.
Hey, we all think that way.
We all think that way.
And it comes to communicate, being open to communicate. We don't, as couples, a lot of times we don't talk about sex early in it. We have sex, but we don't talk about, hey, what do you like? What really turns you on?
Right.
Because I want to do what turns you on because I want this thing to go to a whole nother level.
Right.
You know, and the thing is with guys is it doesn't take a whole lot for us really at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're very simple.
We're very simple, it's very, very physical. But if you can get that woman to where she needs to be, it's going to take the whole thing to a whole nother level.
Absolutely. But it takes men stepping back in order to get that.
We have to step back, take a look at it, and understand and listen. Listening and communication is one of the things that was a real big change for me. Was I read a couple of books when I went through my relationship phase. It was 5 Love Languages.
Miguel, what's
Gary Chapman.
What's his name?
Gary Chapman.
Gary Chapman. Okay.
And then the other one was it was you ever seen that movie Love Dare? You ever seen that? Well, basically, it's a challenge to take a love dare and to spend 30 days or so. I can't remember 28 or 30 days, but basically focusing on the other person and learning how to love unconditionally and showing that person unconditional love. And then when you show that person unconditional love, that's when you can see a change in them and also a change in you. And so I didn't know how to show love unconditional. I was very selfish, very chauvinistic, and that led to a lot of my failures. So I had to do a lot of looking inward, a lot of introspective, and decide that I wanted to be different. Initially, I was like, well, just forget it, I'm done with relationships. It's just going to be, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to take care of my daughter, and nothing else matters. I really don't care. But I met a woman that showed me unconditional love. And I was like, wow, I never had that before.
Right.
It was all based on conditions, me buying you this, me doing that for you, me get this kind of house, me having this, me doing that, and a lot of other things with a relationship. But it was like, she really showed me unconditional love, and that's why she's my wife today. She taught me how to love.
You married her. I was like,
that's
where's she
right.
at now? But
He put claims to that.
Let me
He
go
put a
find
ring
her.
on it.
All right. I had to.
All right, ladies, y'all want to know how to get a ring? Him just told it. Him just told it.
Yeah, and typically we function as a couple. We do events together. We host a relationship panel events. Got one coming up March 11th. We're going to do a big one down South Atlanta. You'll see the promo on that. Hope you guys can participate.
Oh, we definitely
come on out. We need men to come in and give their perspective, because typically, like my man said earlier, you see a lot of women show up to these functions, but we're the ones that really need a lot of the help. Not saying women don't need help, but guys, we get closed-minded on this perspective and think we don't need to really change it, that it's my way or the highway or it's all good or whatever. Because there's so many women out there, especially in Atlanta, you can just get another. But what you end up doing is you bring the same issues into every relationship that you get into, and you mess that one up.
Absolutely.
You know.
Oh Lord, PR just came in the building.
What's up,
Birthday
PR?
girl.
How you doing?
Coming in.
Birthday girl in the fit. Nice
Trying to change the game.
Right.
Hollywood and everything. I just learned a
Got the
few new
shades
words.
on in the dark and all that stuff. That's Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I love
sir.
that.
All right. We won't show that skirt off. That's all I
It's a
got.
dress.
What else?
Birthday
Yeah.
girl.
If that's a
we
dress,
live on Facebook.
If that's a dress, keep your jacket on. Keep your jacket on, Lord. Well, you know it's your birthday, Lord. Have man. Coming in looking all fabulous.
You know, happy birthday to you, sweetheart.
Mm.
You know, one of the things that comes to mind is the breakdown of the family. Really hinders intimacy and romance, and really people just understanding how to love, what love is, how to express it, how to receive it. My parents I was the only child, and had two wonderful parents. I saw a lot of love with my parents. I saw hand holding, I saw cuddling, I saw dad helping in the kitchen, I saw mom wanting to come help out in the yard. I saw those things that that were so giving. I would imagine they had a great sex life. You know, I imagine they had much more than just sex. It was a joyful, intimate experience.
They had you, Craig. They had you.
Yeah, but they only had one. You leave the multiple, but I have experienced women who could not understand the love that I was expressing. You know, I would say nice things, or I might do nice things, but it didn't seem like they received those acts of kindness like my mother did. They couldn't appreciate it in that way. And not to say that was anything wrong with them, but if you grow up in a single family home and you grow up around only mom, you don't know the love of a man. Or if you grow up, you know, a young man with a single mother, you know, it's hard to express love the way it needs to be expressed in a relationship to your mom. You don't get those interpretations. You don't get those expressions of love. So the breakdown of the family has a lot to do with a lack of intimacy in the world, and ultimately it has a lot to do with how we communicate, how men and women communicate with one another. Because if you never see a normal relationship, you never know normality.
Right.
You know. And so I think you know, I've always wanted to create something like this. And I was just reading the table of contents, and I might go down just a few of these so you can see what's going on, because this is powerful stuff. Here we go. It goes.
I told you if I gave that book to Kraft, what he was going to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing to the world. Don't put no book in front of Kraft.
I mean, just consider what may be behind some of these chapters. Common complaints. Right? Most of us are only aware of what we're exposed to. But if we can be aware of what the real complaints are, the general complaints, then we might respond to those. Right? In our own relationship. And benefits of sexual intimacy. I would imagine there are a lot of benefits of sexual intimacy, right?
You want to read that chapter real quick?
There's the physical aspects, and there's the emotional aspects. Most people don't even consider the emotional aspects, right? Especially when it comes to sex and intimacy. Thinking ahead, romantic tips and ideas, overnight getaways, sexy lingerie, sex toys, learning about each other, practical considerations. I mean, you got the topics wrapped up, man, and I can't wait to get to it. I haven't read this as of yet, but I'm always about reading things that will inspire me to do better, and that's what this show is all about. It's about reflection, and when we say reflection, I watched the show a couple of weeks ago, and I told you about this lady who was counseling these young children, and she said, if you just get some new ideas, it'll be like turning on a light in a dark room. So, you know, there'll be nonsense in the room that you never knew was there, but if you can turn the light on, then you'll know to step over it. You'll know to go around it. You'll know how to interpret your situation. So this is what we need in the world. We need to learn how to love. If we can learn how to be intimate, I would imagine communication issues will go out the door.
It definitely helps, but you just with communication issues, you have to understand that men and women communicate differently.
Men are from Mars, right?
Yeah, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, but it has a lot of merit to it.
Right.
And when you understand that when your wife or significant other comes home, she starts talking about her day and her challenges and issues, we try to go and try to fix it, but she don't want us to fix it.
Right.
You know, she wants us to listen and show that we care and that kind of thing, because she probably has it fixed or knows what she's going to do anyway.
Right.
But she needs to come in, she needs to vent, she needs to relax, that kind of thing. But with us, when we talk, we try to fix, we say we're going to do something, we got an issue, we trying to go ahead and do it.
Right.
You know?
Immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
That's a tough one.
Causing the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I found out, bro. I know.
That's a tough one. I mean, because we are who we are, you know? And that, obviously if you don't understand that she wants you to just listen, then you're trying to respond, and you're trying to get her to change,
or
and
you
you're trying
mad
to get her
because
to be
she's
quiet.
talking about the same issue.
Oh, no, we won't even go there. I'll raise my hand on that one. I feel like I'm in trouble. Hold on, preacher. Yeah, sometimes we gotta learn to let go. I understand you might not forget, but beating a dead horse is doing you no good. And there ain't nobody listening after a while. So again, you lose a lot of things when you go down that road. And I like to say, let's just have understanding. Because again, if I made a mistake, let me make sure I understand what it was. And then we gotta have room to grow. The number one thing is room. You gotta give a person room to adjust. But we just want to beat them down. But guess what? Even at the jobs, you gotta have room to take it in, to apply it. So if I find out I did something wrong, give me time to apply it. Sometimes we don't give time.
We were talking about unconditional love a few moments ago. I didn't learn unconditional love until 5 years after I was divorced. I mean, it was years later that I started to look at my ex-wife, and I started to love her again for who she was and for what she was doing for my children and how she interacted with me. And but I don't know how I could have cut down that learning curve before the breakup.
Right.
That's what we need to get to. We need to get to some solutions that keep people from breaking up. And I mean, we had great sex. I don't know that we had much intimacy though, in hindsight.
Right.
But we had sex every night. I thought that everything was lovely.
Right.
But she cheated. Right? So that meant I wasn't doing something right. And it took me years to take ownership of that. But now that I have taken ownership, I'll never make that mistake again, not intentionally. By any means.
But we're going to go to break on that one, bro. I'm hard feel, man. I ain't even lie and say I got a tick on my eyes. It's going to go there.
The Lord don't make no mistakes.
No, he doesn't.
But he got me the way I need to be.
I tell you what, because he got you healing others now.
Yeah.
So you're not selfish. So that's what I love about you when you share your story, because again, your story is for reflection. It can happen to anybody. Yeah. But if we can have a conversation for somebody can understand that it ain't just you, and people can see what they do, then that's what this show's all about. Because I don't see nobody else having a great conversation no more. It's all about what some celebrity did. Yeah. Okay? Well, they got their life. Now you got to get a hold of yours.
And it's probably messed up.
Oh, what? I didn't even want to go there.
That's a whole nother show right there.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to break, because I got to come back with a birthday girl that just came back in the building with me.
Am I on?
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
You just ain't super live. But we got you, girl.
PR
PR in the building.
PR is in the building.
We got us.
is in the building.
I had your birthday song. I'm about to play it again. I'm about to do a birthday song again.
You got to do a birthday song.
I got to do a birthday song again.
Jay is the DJ.
Bar Talk with Jay. We'll be right back.
We'll be back with Bar Talk.
We'll be right back. Yeah, Trey Songz.
Oh, okay.
I gotta have some fun with y'all. Oh, hey! All right, y'all. Bar Talk with Jay. I'll be right back. I gotta get words of my PR coming in here with that little dress. What the world? You gotta get in front of the camera and get some more rate. I'm gonna use my PR, girl.
I put that together, but always have a little bit.
You gotta go to the bar, man. We actually can get me on.
I don't know if I made. Can you make
Yeah, that's all right. You still got the stuff? Yeah, I think I got a little bit of that one. I believe so.
I don't think it's that short. Hey, that's your friend? Hey, friend.
So you can sit down and knock that out in just an hour. The thing is, you just taking the time to sit down and respect that
And then she was like, I'm pulling up. And then, let's just say, I'm feeling you. I said, what's up there? I said, well, I'm leaving you on the bus. I'm not going inside. You can't just pull up at night. What's up? What's up, sweet? Hey, yo. I remember you. I remember me.
My name is American Will. I just got to introduce myself. Y'all was live, so I can't really network like I wanted to. Jay Mula? Jay Mula. I'm just networking, bro. You got an Instagram?
I don't know.
330 Akron, Ohio. Bro, Jay, I got this new video that's coming out on the 1st. Bro, it's called How to Do It. If you can, I just need you to check it out on the 1st, dog. Whenever you can. What is it? 330. Akron, Ohio. That's 330. It's 330 Little Akron, Ohio. LIL.
Especially you put hands in your face. I have no choice but to put hands in your face. Hello, people. Hello. Your spirits are there.
No, somebody else.
Okay.
You know, be a father to her, or at the time, you know, working for this boy girl. When that happened to me, man, that was a hard thing to do. But at the same time, there was a situation where I did learn then, but eventually, I guess I feel enough. I got to do this.
Brother, how you doing?
Good, bro.
My name is American Will.
American Will.
Yes, sir.
What's the grade?
Pop and R&B artist.
Okay.
And I'm just doing some networking, my brother.
Okay.
The best way, especially when you come to somebody's home, you should introduce yourself.
Absolutely.
Y'all was live, so I think y'all finna go back. Yo. But nice to meet you, though.
Are you asking me?
Really, it was really. When I read it, it's really the same.
But it's big and flow.
It's still.
The other one that I got,
It's still a commercial.
Learn about this.
Not much.
Also, and a lot of people find it, a lot of people were married 20 years. People don't do things like they used to do now. You got internet online, you got all these websites.
You don't really keep a job, same job that long.
So, but you out in the game now, it's 20 years, and the rules done changed. You know, so you gotta be who you gotta be, you gotta understand what's going on in the night, some of the pitfalls, and that's about protecting yourself, being safe.
This girl was talking about she met somebody online and she said, well, we're going to do a meetup. That's a meetup is a term. First time you meet somebody that you met online. And I had a partner like 10 years ago. I used to make her meet her. Right? So he said,
either different pictures,
Right.
or they send a picture from 10 years ago and they was 40 pounds light.
We call that catfish.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on now.
So sitting on the sports bar watching the game, had a couple drinks, right? So he got up to go meet her. About 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he came back, right? He said, man, I told her I'd be right back.
I got a story about that one. I met this chick. She had her home all the way from Mississippi. You know, when I done that kind of thing, I was like, man, I got to get out of this. So, at that time, that's when you still had paid. I was working, I was a fireman, so I had my partner pays me. Like, hey, well, it's a big fight going down, you gotta get out of here. And what was funny was I did have to work that day. So they stayed in a hotel or whatever. And they actually showed up at the fire station.
Get out of here.
Right, the next day, right? So my lieutenant was like, he said, hey, you got 2 women here to see. Yeah. I said, tell them I'm sleep. I got 3 little sleep.
That's how the bread things look. So looking good tonight, bro.
All right. We're back. Woo-wee. Birthday girl in the building. How you doing?
Today has been a long day.
So you about turned up already?
I'm not. Well, let me
You
tell
dressed like you turning up.
Okay, look. They say you don't look like you're struggling. Okay. So this morning, I had a headache. I'm not trying to claim anything, but I had a disturbance right here. It's still here. However, I'm pushing through. Had to go get a tag. Had to do insurance. I just had to get my life.com today. However, I have made it here. I said, didn't you try to tag me on my day? And did you see that it was raining? It was so ugly this morning, and then the sunshine came.
And it blossomed.
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm making it. Okay, I'm doing it.
Well, we have the wonderful V in the building.
Hey, nice meeting you.
What's up?
With the relationships. We went into so many different aspects, but you know something? We got to turn to you real quick.
I mean, I just want to talk about the amazing sex life. Because I don't have.
You know something?
That made me
I should have known you was going to be like me. That's why you my PR. She know what we talking about. All right. So we're going to turn it from what we was about to talk about. We're going to go right back to that.
No, just because I want to talk about both. But right now, I would like to touch bases on this book.
Okay, we got to touch bases. If PR go there, Jay going with PR. Because I want to know anyway.
Okay, so
Curious mind wants to know.
So I don't know exactly what the book is about. Thank you for writing. But my views on is this a marriage or is this just for dating couples? Are we courting? Like what is this?
It's whatever you got going on. If you're married, if you're dating, if you're participating in sex, then it should be amazing.
All right.
All right.
I'm in class, y'all.
So with the amazing sex, we are saying that I've been hearing Kraft talk about communication. If we was intimate, if we was this, if we was that. Okay, now y'all already know, like I say, if the relationship is not built on God, it is going to self-destruct.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
if we are building it on just sex, even though it is amazing, that's just all it is going to be. And it's never going to work because there is no foundation. There is a bottom. It's less.
Absolutely.
It's less. So I feel like though that is something that we do to just please ourselves, we have to know who else we are pleasing. And it's more so of like Jay walked in the other day and we was watching the sermon about what is it? What was it? Single, like the desire single, something about just single. And he was advocating being single. And he said it like this. He said, you know, though people are married, that is great. But God said that people are going to have the most problems when they are married. Why? Because when we be here, we are going to be single forever in eternal life. So we must be ready to be alone. And then when you are single, you don't have to compromise. When you are single and you are in your space and you are praying, you don't have to worry about, honey, we ain't got no food. Honey, you know, interruptions, distractions. You are forever going to have to compromise, or it's two selfish people trying to agree or disagree. Like, for example, he said somebody can throw something in the hamper and not miss it, and that person can be okay, and the other one mad because it didn't get inside. So now it's always this bickering thing, just one of those, how can I please the other person when it's impossible? It's impossible. Just because I might have an idea, like I know I have met someone personally that has really tried to figure out what it is with their lives. But because we get in relationships or we get married, you know, when we bring that other person in, we have to compromise. Like, well, I would go to school, but, or I had this dream, but my husband ain't really into that. You get what I'm saying? Or I love to travel, but my husband just like to sit at home. Like, it's different things that you are not able to fulfill when you are with another person. I'm not done.
I said a lot of different times.
Yeah, you are.
I know.
But we got to focus, girl. We got to focus.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Well, I'm just saying, but that's just the reality of it, because I know I'm about to just shut up, so I'm just giving my whole spiel about what I think. I missed a whole hour, y'all, so I'm just trying to catch up with my views. But I think Amazing Sex is great. However, I do feel like it just needs to be a foundation. It needs to, like, it's like, how do you be absent? Like, how do you stay celibate before you're married? Like, because we can not have sex and wait till we're married, and it can be horrible. So now, do I just break this amazing relationship up because they're horrible sex? Like, how do you balance that high and that low? Like, that's my question. Excuse me.
Oh, right. Bless you.
First of all,
go ahead, V.
The book is written from a perspective more so of when a couple has been together for some time, and you get caught up in the life of taking care of the kids, working, this, that, and the other, and you kind of start to lose that spark that you had when you first got together or when you were first intimate, when you would do it wherever, whenever, that kind of thing. But it's also, even though it says amazing sex life, the emphasis is that amazing sex begins way before
the actual relationship,
the actual bedroom, before you get to the bedroom.
Like
it has more to do with the mental aspect.
Okay.
Also, keeping it fun, keeping a relationship fun, building a relationship. But the foundation of every great relationship is a great friendship.
Yeah.
So you have to begin from that perspective even before you even get to the sex life. So that's just a whole relationship thing that we don't necessarily address in that book, but from a situation of when you're talking about being intimate, it covers the things that you can do as a couple to make sure that you keep that part of your relationship healthy and strong, and keeping that going and keeping it spicy.
Because we like to go 0 to 100. That's what we. That's what the world is doing, right?
I mean, yes.
Listen, you meet somebody 2 or 3 days later, you're having sex. You might have sex for a long time, but you never talk, you never communicate, you never share flowers, you never share interests. We don't have intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, I never.
It's not an interest. The interest
it doesn't.
is
Well, we jump into it too quick.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe obviously with no training and no development, but mostly with just a selfish intent.
So when do you know when is the right time? Because some people think
that's up to you when you're comfortable. When you're ready to move.
Say it again.
When you sit down as a couple and you decide that you're ready to take your relationship to that next level, that's when you decide to do it, and that's only you can decide that. I can't say you need to wait 90 days like Steve Harvey says.
Right.
That's kind of up to you guys. Now, the reason he says wait 90 days is because we're jumping into these relationships and doing too much too fast.
We're not getting to know
we
each
done
other.
gone way down that road, and now you're trying to pull it back, and one person is just about the sex anyway. Because it might just be there for that person, but you have to have, as a couple, agree where you want to take that relationship before you go into that. We typically don't have that discussion.
Okay.
That's as real as it gets.
It fit both feet.
Both feet?
And I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying
we all guilty.
Hey,
yeah.
I ain't coming
but I think you have.
Of,
I think a lot of us know, but we don't apply the lesson. It's like it's a new,
we know, we all know we want the same thing, but it's so hard to slow down.
How hard is it?
Because
get a hobby, read a book, keep reading, learn.
What I'm saying is, when you meet somebody, it's hard to slow down. It's hard to slow that down. Adrenaline. What's the word?
Temptation.
Yeah.
Lust. All that stuff.
Yeah.
You have no self-control. That's what you're telling me.
It is hard to do that. I got some self-control, but it's hard to say no. You know what I mean? If somebody,
Sound like you don't want to control it.
if somebody want me like I want them, then we both all in. You know what I mean?
And you gonna go in.
And then after the fact, we have a conversation. I'll be like, I don't like talking to this.
Hey, you know, I don't even like this.
Yeah, she might not like.
Great, but I don't even like this.
Exactly. And then all.
Y'all telling too much.
Listen, and then all the other factors come in. You know, self-respect, whether you're grooming, or whether you keep your house clean, and whether you.
I judge a man by his bedroom.
Parents
I'm letting you know
respect
right
him.
now.
But see, you can't just do
Yes,
that
I
because a man like me, I clean for company.
Okay.
I want to come through. It might be real clean.
I don't want one of those times. I want one of the comfortable times.
When you get to know me,
But that's
you
the
fall
setup.
through.
That's the setup. It's supposed to be clean on the first day. Like, I'm not judging that. I want to see 2, 3 more times down the line.
Exactly.
Like, let's see
That's
how
why
you,
you
how your
take your
kitchen
time.
look. What your crack on your bathroom?
I mean, I'm
I'm
a clean person, but I mess up and then clean up.
You know the difference of messing up and just being filthy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
filthy. You ain't cleaning up.
Yeah.
Now, we definitely into that cleaning up. Because again, I'm the worst at always cleaning right behind myself. But it's one of the things that I learned to change. Because back when I was married, I had somebody to clean up for me. So I had to learn after I got divorced that I had to do a lot of things myself. And again, it got me out of that selfish mode of why she was always saying, you need to help. When you start doing this, I can understand what she was saying now. But at that time, it was like water, water, water. I was like, hey, I'm at work. I'm doing all this. I ain't trying to hear all that. Okay. But now, I come home from work, I got to do it because ain't nobody else there to do it. Now, if I would have considered that back then, it probably would have caused less of my pain. But you got to get that understanding. And again, I had to get myself to realize she was just asking for help, and I wasn't trying to hear it. And Venus from Mars again.
That's deep.
That I was not in that position or in that place.
I
was more selfish.
Help me.
Yeah. But it wasn't no help. You know, I was just being selfish. I felt like, come on, you love me, you got me, you just do for me, do for me. And it is a compromise. And that's one of the reasons why it is easier to stay single than it is to be married, because it is a compromise. But guess what? You can get a lot out of compromise when somebody's swaying you to greatness. Okay. And when you got somebody in your corner that's pushing you for more than what you see in you, and you're compromising and you growing together, your whole life is becoming, to me, back to a bonanza. You are going for high riches. You know, and you need to understand different things. And you got to do, but you got to have that right one. Yeah. And that person got to see a whole lot in you. And they got to want to do something other than use you.
Is there more than one right one?
I like to say,
look at this bedroom bully.
You pragmatic. All I gotta say, you nasty.
No.
You just
I don't see where your mind
nasty.
go to. I'm talking about there could be 10 Mrs.
What is up with your side chick? Like, he loves side chick. All the conversations about side chick.
Like, come on, I get misrepresented through words. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't a side chick.
No,
Listen.
Yeah, we're not talking about side chicks right now.
But you
That's
want
another
one.
discussion, right? But what I'm ultimately talking about, could you have a lifetime relationship with, I mean, is there several people or is it just one person who can make you happy?
You definitely got to keep that a friend. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got friends,
that
you
gotta
got
be
people
a
that can...
friend. Not a friend with benefits.
See, your minds go to the dirtiest,
You're going to
But that's what you was going to.
No, that's not what I was going
Okay, you got all of us, we pouring into you, so you got more than one person that loves you and that's doing right? What else are you looking for, Craft?
A question was designed to ask. You got me all choked up. Listen, the question that I'm asking is your philosophy about marriage and the right one in your life, is there only one person on this globe that's your Mr. Right? Or could there be several people? I'm not saying you date them all at one time, but I'm saying, is there a possibility that that Mr. Right could exist in several different places, and you might meet him over here, and this will be the one, but the 9 other people could have been Mr. Right for you. What's your philosophy? That's all I'm asking.
Well, you know, like when you date, especially probably y'all men, you can like I had Keisha, man, she did this for me. I had Tanya, she did this for me. So everybody plays a role,
Women
and you know,
thing.
but that's what I'm talking about y'all right now.
Romance.
Right.
But what I'm saying, so you
somewhere.
got people that you can have, but I don't feel like I'm gonna have more than one person that I'm just gonna say that you're my boyfriend, you gonna be my main, and then you the husband. Like, I'm not going to sit out here and categorize. I'm just gonna, it's like picking the best out of, you got a whole bunch, and if you had a choice, which one would you pick? That's it. So before we just say this one is the right one, we always have multiple of people, but it's the one that stands out the most. It's the one that you can be like, if I had to choose. I think that's where it comes when you just have to make that decision. And you know what it is that you like.
And what I'm talking about, we see marriages 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they argue just as much as anybody else. But what makes it the right one is the one who you just hung in there with. Right? And you could have hung in there with the last 2 or 3 people that came into your life. You understand? But my question wasn't around sex and being players and having more than one person. My philosophy in life, like I consider my ex-wife my soulmate. Right? I have never met another woman as complete and as thorough for me. So now that we're divorced, is there another soulmate to come in my life, or am I just going to have a great relationship? I'm going to look for somebody kind of compatible, and you know, I'm just inquiring about philosophies of relationships in life, not necessarily being a player. I think there's probably, you know, I could probably meet 10 different women in 10 different cities, and if I nurtured each one of those relationships right, each one of them could potentially be lifetime partners. Right? I don't think that there's just one person in all of the earth who is meant for me and designed for me and we're going to meet. I think I could have a valuable relationship with any number of people.
So then that means you're going to be single.
How much I want to put in and how much they would put into me. You know what I mean? How much we invest in each other.
When you're single, you can have that lifestyle. Like, that's a single lifestyle.
Yeah, but you're talking about a lifestyle, and all I'm talking about is the philosophy of the options.
What I'm saying, are you going to be married and you still going to have...
That's what I'm talking about.
So you can be in a relationship but still thinking about, but I mean, I really love Brenda, but Barbara...
Hold on, I got to get V now. V got the expert.
Come on, like,
it boils down to unconditional love is a choice. You got to choose.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. You got to sit down and say, what I did with my wife was that I knew that I wasn't going to find anybody else that was going to love me the way that this one would love me. And that was going to be there and be in my corner. And we had the attraction and all that other extra stuff, but at the end of the day, I knew that this woman was going to be there for me.
All right.
And I knew that she loved me unconditionally, and a lot of people can't do that. You may be willing to give it, but it's still what it boils down to is a choice. You choose to sacrifice for this person every day. You choose to love them in spite of their faults. And in spite of them being pissed off one day, we argue this, that, but at the end of the day, you forgive and you move forward because you choose to love that person.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, you sound like Barry. You went all the way back to Barry, got the voice all deep. I'm listening to you. I'm like, what?
You can nail right on the head, though, man. That's right on point.
You want to ask the audience a question? Go ahead, girl. That's your birthday. PR in the building, birthday.
He just puts on.
That's right.
What's your show, BarTalkWithJay?
That's right.
That's right.
So, anybody want to speak on the topic?
Well, you know something, I will announce y'all real quick. I'm going to drop the last commercial because at the end of the show, and at the end, we have a continuance. But again, at the back end of the show, we have a performance. PR got somebody in the building.
American Will is in the building.
Her.
He can sing, y'all.
That let y'all know something right there.
He can sing.
That girl comes in the building with artists. So again, if you are a person that's needing a PR or a person that can represent you, I have Kenya in the building, My Way magazine, that she can do what she do. So again, we have a special treat for all y'all to stick around. And again, this is for her birthday. Birthday girl. Happy birthday. I would sing, but I can't.
Oh, my mama called me sound like an opera singer today. I was like, all right.
I'm glad she did because I broke your phone. I ain't lying. Your glasses, you ain't got them. The shades you have, cracked up. I'm just saying, I ain't got it. The pipes. The pipe. I need some pipe cleaner. Matter of fact, I need a little bit more palms on.
What we got on the ones and twos?
Oh, girl, I got your person gonna sing next on the ones and twos. You talking about the ones and twos? We need to make sure we get all these questions answered. We got an audience.
Brittany,
is there any questions out there that y'all might have? I got a person in the booth. Arthur.
What's up, my man?
This beat ain't
You
playing.
got any questions or any statements you want to make to us right now?
We got Brittany Ford.
We got Brittany. Oh, yeah. Your whole government. Hope you ain't got no warrants. Ain't got no warrants.
Well, I really don't like the topic of side chicks
Okay,
and all
we can
that
understand
stuff
that.
because
We don't feel like they're necessary. I don't
I
want you to feel
do
like
want to talk about how special this girl right here is.
Oh, look at you. You want to give a little props out?
It's her birthday today.
And you're gonna
And she's
sing.
25.
And she look like she ain't saying nothing about that. She said, she put you on the front. She put you on the front. Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to tell you, you got crab medic in front of you, girl. You sure you ain't saying that? Because crab might be asking for your number next. You got a man?
I get put in the wrong category.
I'm just trying to, if you got a man, how long have you had that problem? Because crab is crafty. You got to watch him when he gets out there. What? Girl, this is what you came for. What you talking about? This is bar talk. You can't do this. You can't come in. What's up? Girl?
I resent that, Jay. I'm
We're
so
talking
laid
about
back.
this special girl right here.
Okay. You want to get it back on her? Crab said it's going to be on you afterwards. I'm just saying.
Well, tell me about her, this special young lady.
She's going to
I've
sing.
known this special young lady since I was 9 years old.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm 24 now.
Okay.
She's 25.
Oh, so she's trying to tell you, Crab, she kind of young now.
Shut up, Jay.
She might hurt you, bro. She might hurt you. Young there, bro.
Happy birthday to my best friend. That's really what I want to do.
That old school.
I'm very proud of her.
All night with the slave with the bomb.
Put that figure forward.
Yes, sir.
Put that figure forward.
Wednesday has a question here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's the question?
Yeah, I got a question.
What's the question?
Here's a question. In self-evaluation, and you want to gauge just how much a person means to you, what's a good way, or how to go about doing that?
Ooh, you went deep, didn't you? How long did you think about that question?
Right.
I got to think about that answer.
I've been thinking about that question since my second divorce.
Okay. I just want you to know that was a lot of thought.
You've been asking that question for a lot of years. Huh?
Oh my goodness.
How do you gauge the value of a person? Is that right? Is that how it is? Let's make sure we understand.
Let's go back one more time.
Restate the question.
Yeah, the idea is self-evaluation, and how do you gauge how much a person means to you, what their worth is to you in self-evaluation.
Yeah.
Especially in times when you are challenged with whether or not I want to keep this, stay in this, dealing with the stuff that she was talking about. And some of the nonsense that he was talking about. You know, I know why you. But the question is, you get the question?
Oh, I get it. I get it.
And if you struggle with the answer,
I'm gonna go in.
If you struggle with the answer,
it's not a struggle. I'm gonna give you one quick. It ain't come quickly because it's coming quickly from myself. One of the things that I noticed to change and reflect is gonna be based off of me. So when I go back to me, I gotta make sure she fits what I'm going, what I'm doing, because a lot of time I was chasing them. I'm following somebody that could not even lead me. So I have to look inside me first and find out, do they fit where I'm going? And then I have to write out a plan. And do they fit, and are they willing to fight with me? And when I say fight, I am not talking about the physical, violent type fight. I'm talking about fight the battles of life.
Right.
Spiritual.
Right.
Is she going to pray with me, for me, and with me through it all? And she needs to be showing me this, not just telling me. Because see, talk is shit. And when I see all these things, it fits where I'm going. That's a person I continue to be with.
And
when I start seeing things other than, then that's when I have to reevaluate and reevaluate. Because I'm not quick to give up on relationships. Because a lot of times you got to give space and time. Because the one thing that we do, we be impatient. Okay? Because we've been hurt, we ain't trying to be hurt again. So the minute you feel somebody going down a road that you've been down, you quick to cut it off.
That's right.
But I feel like sometimes you have to give a person time to adjust because they don't even know what you've been through. Because you should be telling all your business.
Right.
So they might not know you went down that ugly road, and they might make a when they just see that you have a different reaction. Like, oh no, I don't really like it. You gotta give a person a chance.
Yeah.
And a lot of time we have no tolerance.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not fair. Because you've tolerated that last one that drug your behind all down there. And you knew better. And you went down there anyway. So now you got a person that didn't even take you there. But you feel like I ain't even let a glimpse of that ever happen again. See, so that's your wall. And that to me, you ain't learning. Because if you learn, then you already know you ain't going there again.
And
so take that experience and apply it. And quit using it as a crutch. And I feel like that's what hurts us.
Yeah, as I think about the question, I believe that most people's self-evaluation or how they evaluate the situation is always emotional. And that's a mistake. Because our emotions will lie to us, our emotions will deceive us and turn us about. We have to make decisions. I think, Jay, you said one of the things that comes to my mind, is she still in the game? You know, is she fighting for this? Do I mean something to this woman? That's one of the evaluations. And I think the second one is, do I see an out? Do I see a healing? Do I see that this person is willing to change, willing to, to work with me? One of the, and B and I were talking about a little while ago, one of the greatest decisions that we made was to leave. And I still regret that decision to today. It's my only regret in life thus far. Because in hindsight, I feel like, if I had just fought it out a little more, if I could have put a little more understanding, but I never had closure in the issue that we had, that broke us up. And so the lack of closure made me feel like, okay, I'm being taken for granted. I don't think she, is ever going to be honest with me. And so my evaluation was based on, my perception of reality, which I'm not getting the truth now. I'm probably not going to get the truth in the future. Therefore, I need to take my hands off.
Nothing wrong with it.
Okay, my take on that is you have to sit down and evaluate, almost like evaluating, are you going to get into this just like a business? Do I want a relationship with this person down the road? Is the relationship mutually beneficial? Do they build me up or do they tear me down? Does this person add to what I'm trying to do? Do they see or are they willing to see my vision? Do they share our vision, my vision for the future?
Yes.
Other things, do you know that this person got your back? Because I know at any time with my wife, when it went down, when it's time to pull the eyelashes off and the heels and whatever and go at it, if we got to do that, that's what we got to do. I don't have no, and that's the first person I call when I struggle with something or when I had a disappointment or something like that, because I know this person is going to encourage me, not going to build me down, is going to continue to add to my life, and is willing to walk that course with me.
Right.
So from that perspective, that's just you just kind of it's a culmination of different things, not just one or two things. But the main thing is really adding to you and being willing to love you unconditionally.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Man,
What?
that's awesome.
I can't go. Oh, thank you. So, my take is, well, Jay and Craft already know, but I have been single for a very long time, y'all. And I felt like in my past relationships, it was like I can't get it right. It's not them. It has to be me. I seen things in myself that I did not like, that I needed to change, that I had to self-reflect, that I had to reevaluate Kenya. So as I'm going through these steps, I'm learning myself. I'm learning the do's and don'ts and the wants of what I need and what I like, what I am attracted to. I had to reprogram myself because it's like he's another dude, but what is it? The same, different name, but same kind of person. So it's like, what is it that I keep attracting these same men? So it was like I have to now dissect whatever it is. God, take away this toxic, whatever's not of you, clean me up. So I went through that trial and error. So now when it comes to just dating, I can tell what I like, just in certain environments or where I'm going. That is what is going to determine who I attract. It's just about where I'm going. Because if I'm meeting him in a higher level, then we gonna go to a higher level. But if I keep meeting him at the bare minimum, we just gonna be mediocre, and I'm not mediocre, okay? So it's like when you find the value in you, what you allow is what you tolerate. So when you find the value in you, then you can find that value in that person. But it's not just me that has to be strong. That person has to be just as strong as me. You know what I'm saying? Because hurt people, as cliche that is, but it's true. So it's like, I just have to, go in, just listen to the conversation, like just pay attention to the words that people speak, or just see where their mind is. Like let people talk. They won't know exactly what is going on, but you find the value in someone when you really truly love yourself, and God is love. So once you know those things and you have that relationship with him, ask him to send you somebody that can reflect him. Like I want to be in an ordained relationship. I'm not just going to settle. Like I told y'all before, he's talking about, baby, why you don't compromise? Compromise is why I'm single today. Because I know what I want. And it is somebody out there. And sometimes we just settle for whatever because it's like, oh, I'm lonely. We got to know the difference of being alone and lonely. So once you find that and you find who you are, then, God will say, okay, you're ready, and I'm going to send you somebody. And they might not be as strong, but he know that he has built you up, that we can be the people to lead to help them to be strong. So that's
I want to hear the author of this question answer. You want to enlighten us on your perception, your answer?
Well, through much evaluation and deep thought, reading material and soul searching, what I've narrowed it down to is that you can gauge how valuable or how much a person means to you based on how much you are willing to be inconvenienced for their benefit. How much you are willing to be inconvenienced totally for their benefit is a good way of gauging exactly how much that person means to you.
That's a great.
Can you gunshot that, Jay?
Oh yeah.
We got Jeffrey Jr. in the building.
Hold on. He deserves a double. Hold on. He deserves some light. And hold on, the most important.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to help that. Obviously, you've been through some things. I hope you heal from it. Because I'm telling you, you grown that one.
Well, we're getting close to the end. Y'all. And again, I don't like saying end because, again, we're going to continue this in 2007. 2016 was just a small mark. It's a beginning mark for Bar Talk with Jay. But again, for future endeavorment, it is about to go down. Celebrating the night, PR's birthday. Kenya in the building. Turning 25.
25.
Man.
Fine,
magical number, but you're doing magical things. Keep impacting everybody that you meet. As young as you are, you have a old spirit.
Yes.
Because you touched me early on. I don't know about 55. I want to go to 7. But we have somebody here to perform for her. So again, for anybody that stuck around for Bar Talk with Jay, we got who in the building?
American Will.
American Will. To perform for Kenya. What?
He's performing for me.
Whatever, you got it in the building.
Jay.
Keep coming for you. That girl, that 25 is your birthday.
She calls
Y'all get this on camera.
She calls it.
And she about to get it across. But I tell you what, for everybody that's been with me, stay with me. 2017 is going to be magical. I'm making great strides to be with great people. My circle is growing. I have V sitting across from me doing big things before me.
Popping, man.
And he's speaking so strong.
You can purchase online, Amazon.com, or at any of our events that we're having, relationship panel events that we got coming up soon. So stay tuned.
Okay, so
we got invited already.
So do we need to change the scenery, pull the chairs up a little bit?
We need to push up a little bit. I mean, you just want to stand up? You want to sit down?
Oh, yeah, this is good right here. I can use a mic. I can do an acapella now.
You can do an
acapella.
See how far that mic can go?
Make sure we get breathing as he sings.
Being honest with you, probably if you can be over here, I can put this mic in front of him.
Yeah.
Because mine is already turned up.
Okay.
Let's get him over here.
Did you play a flash drive? Did you want to? Can you play a flash drive?
I want to perform.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bar Talk with Jay about to move to the side.
Yeah, you play a flash drive? Yes. Or email? Yes. Okay. Well,
I have this
on the flash drive. Oh, okay. She
got the email.
Okay.
Oh, we gonna let him over here then.
Yeah, come on over here.
Over there, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Over here?
Yeah.
Over there? You can be sitting down. Chill.
Okay. Wow.
Go get him now. Give him a little space. I ain't gonna go so long. Oh, that's my first one.
That's okay. This is right good right here.
All right.
This is good enough right here.
All right. Rock. Come on this out.
We need an audience. We got people out. Come on, they gotta come
Go
inside.
get your audience.
Moment, please.
It's your day. And make sure you don't get Kenya's dress.
Shut up.
I ain't trying to explain that to my mama. Lord, Kenya, show it, mama, Lord.
Hey.
We're about to get this crunk. This especially now. The lyrics on yours now. I gotta tell the audience anything ahead of time.
Absolutely not. We
That's
are
what I'm
international, my brother, so we won't let that live
I'm
in our
telling,
pockets.
see,
You know what I'm saying?
you are already my boy. I'm telling you right now, because see, we want to do things that's gonna uplift the world.
Yes, sir.
And I like to say sometimes some people can get a little too straight. So I want to make sure we keep it right. So we got an audience that's coming back in the building. One thing about BarTalkWithJay, we do have live audience. It's a live bar. This is what we do. Conversation at a bar that you might not know about. You're about to find out. And V came all the way down just to be with me. I tell you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, how many more people got coming in? Come on, we gotta get this coming. I'm sitting here like you, Keith. I'm all excited.
Birthday girl right here. Birthday girl, you ready?
Well, birthday girl, what's the date you on?
First, before we get that started, it's your birthday. So that's just automatic. I gotta do something for you your birthday. Is that okay?
Oh, yes.
Cool beans.
Just don't get her pregnant.
I can't pull no more, man.
All right, I'm
just trying to say. Happy birthday to you. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my wicked with your dress on. Happy birthday to you.
What?
Now we can turn around with crank that music.
One moment.
Yeah, this is my single that I was promoting and telling everybody about. It's coming out and it's dropping on the 1st. So please check out the link in my bio. My Instagram is American Will. Check it out. Hope y'all enjoy. I feel thankful for real, bro. I'm talking money if you ain't gon' hit my cellular. My mama told me chase your dream cause you ain't regular. No, I can't chill with you cause it ain't in my schedule, baby. Check, see the world getting ready cause the kid got next. My bros keep the heat on me, I'm a vet, I need respect. Oh, we coming for you, man. Everywhere I go, I get love. I'm super fly when I step out like a dime. Lick your shoulders left and right. Look at the flick of the wrist. When you do it, can you do it right? Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. How about this money, American? Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Spend my lifestyle through a magazine. So open my mind and my eyes up to prosperity. You gotta be careful and focus on what from chicken bread and fast lane slim. When you see me coming, she won't mention in my pocket. As we rollin' through the city, don't play like me, stay down. Take calls in the third. Everywhere I go, I get love. I'm super fly when I step up like a dime. Pop your shoulders left and right. Look at the flick of the wrist. When you do it, can you do it like? Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. Hey!
first thing I know, deal, and you knew it. I thought you knew it. My chick, she rollin' with that cash. Driving in that cool, you know it's fast, dog. Like that on the first, everybody, YouTube it, iTunes, please support. Thank you very much. They gon' show you how to do it. How about this money, American? Let's get to it. Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. Look at my youngin', they gon' show you how to do it. They gon' show you how to do it.
He did that
Show you how to do it.
I tell you what, you did it. We appreciate you for it.
I remember when I was like, excellent. I think I was like 19.
Can we get one more?
I saw Jodeci in a club.
Look at you.
Just like that. Please.
No, people still trying to fill it.
Is it on? It's already on the iTunes.
It's not on iTunes.
Oh, nah.
I mean, like to your phone, like it's in your
everything.
playlist. It's just gonna play regardless if it locked or not. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
You already
Get started.
Do it.
Thank y'all for having us, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, we appreciate you for coming.
Wishing you all the best. Thank you. Thank you. We go reggae, we can go bro.
It's
I
your
listen to
birthday.
dance floor. I like dance floor. I think you're gonna like dance floor.
Okay, then you
Okay,
down
then
on
that's
that.
cool.
You down on the floor, like okay.
Hey, what? That's what BarTalkWithJay do, partner. We do this.
Bad and broke.
Come on, y'all. Everybody, can we clap your hands? Oh, ladies, y'all look good doing that. Okay. Pump up the volume, DJ. I want to dance right now. I would be a rude, but baby, I like your body slow. Yeah. The way you walk in the room, all the guys probably wishing that they can be with you. I do. You sending me fire through the moves. You got my attention. The way you move in rhythm. Meet you on the dance floor. Birthday girl. Hey, meet you on the dance floor. Yeah. Wagwan mama. When I see you out there, girl, you turn me on. When your feet touch on that floor, girl, you turn me on. And you know you got it, you know I'm watching. So come a little closer. I'm overdosing on your body, cause you turn me on. Yeah. I just wanna feel your body rocking on me side to side. I'm feeling that you feel me, you ain't counting your very first love. Hey, you're this body for me now, baby. I can be your man tonight, and I can give you something that you remember forever. Listen, your arms around me, body to body. I think it's time to break it down for me. Keep our music playing, yeah. Take it to me, we got another one, so can I do the dance floor? Wagwan mama, when I see you out there, girl, you turn me on. Your feet touch on that floor, girl, you turn me on. And you know you got it, you know I'm watching, so come a little closer. I'm overdosing on your body, cause turn me on. Standing here just looking at your body on that dance floor, looking at that dance floor. And you should understand sometimes it's your body. Let the lion talk to you. All right. Let us look at you on the dance floor. You just say so nice, yeah. Can y'all help me end this song with some clapping? One more time. 1, 2. Turn me on. Your feet touch on that floor. Turn watching, so come a little closer. Open up and know your body cause you turn. Yeah. Y'all been a fantastic audience. American Will. Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything's American Will. American Will.
I want him to explain this next one.
Okay.
Can we get some water real quick?
It's
out, yeah, it's out though.
Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. We got to
Oh no, we got enough live report for this.
You leaving? Thank you so much. Can I get a picture of y'all right quick?
Yeah. That's why I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end the show. We're going to go ahead and play. But I'm going to keep it going for Spreaker.
Yeah.
Facebook. In a minute, I got to let it roll. Because I went way over my time. My man done turned it out. He made this show. 5 years.
He going to perform?
Do you believe in change? There are elements. Yeah, got to gain. There is a game. When you try to fly and do big things, but you get ticked off with broken wings. Rain keeps coming round.
You want one of your own?
Certain situations calls for a little patience. Look at the man in the mirror telling you to grace.
I'm gonna do the roll alone.
I want to stick around. Okay.
Okay, it's always Facebook Live at 7 o'clock. Right, okay. There's probably 12 shows already up on YouTube.
Appreciate y'all. And again, y'all welcome back again. We're gonna do this.
Sure.
And I'm gonna make it to your event. Let me know when.
Okay.
Because us men gotta support one another. Don't give my mama a read.
Hey, next thing you know, you come over and another set of legs.
I don't know about that. I ain't tell mama do all that. I let mama know that she can have a happy life.
Yeah, but this right here say amazing.
It's more than life than just a thing. She should have had that already. So she should just be happy with the rest of the book. Hey, I'm gonna rip them pages out by that video. I'm there right now. I'm about to towards the casino. I need that for the next for me. That's my mama.
That has become my plan.
Crab. I'm just saying. Don't worry about Crab.
I'm normal, man.
Crab already looking around the room.
I'm already normal.
Red.
Looking like a birthday girl.
My invite was. Well, my invite was.
Watch me branch out.
What up,
One thing I know we can show.
Appreciate y'all, man.
There's no
Appreciate you. Appreciate both y'all one more time, man. Appreciate both y'all.
I got Jasmine.
Barry White. That D-boy. Barry White. Hey, your birthday party started. I got you. All right. Is you about to perform real quick?
Yeah.
All right. I still got to go on Facebook Live. I still got to go on Spreaker.
I'll be out in a
So we
second.
definitely about to kick this up to the next level real quick. Another performer.
Hey.
Okay.
Get a watch.
Y'all doing that?
My brother.
Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding.
Did you want to perform?
All right, my brother.
Hey, man. Appreciate you.
See you later.
You ready?
You
All right, you ready?
welcome.
Bring him up. You still on? You still on Facebook and everything?
No problem, bro.
I
Time,
ain't
bro.
good.
Nothing much, nothing much.
I like the acapella.
You got a plug? Oh, no, you hang on. I told him not to get you break.
Phone about to go there.
Gave my disclosure. Gave my disclosure.
Oh, you gonna pay? Oh, you gotta give another one.
Speaking of that, I think that's the one I'm gonna put in. I can't hear that song in my head, but I know it's rock. Still out.
Oh, you got your phone? That's it.
On to the audience, this is an extended show thanks to My Way K. Yes, in the building, birthday time. So again, we should have stopped at 9 o'clock and we're going to go a little over. But I want y'all to understand how the party goes at the bar. Okay? So last call, not tonight.
Last call's here.
Last call ain't tonight. We doing this a lot longer to celebrate Kenya, and this is what we do. We reach out for the ones we care for.
Hello, Jay.
Come on. Break it down.
He said it's gonna be me and him tonight. That's the name of the song.
Hold on. I ain't going that far.
You ain't gotta lie, I know you want it.
Like that right
The
now.
more I look at you, I see you're stunning.
Okay.
Your eyes, baby, I can see fire. Cause you're the flame to my lighter. But your smile took me much higher. It keep me like a bullet in the rifle. But these girls ain't loyal. See, Breezy, he told me. And LaChaka got me thrown like I'm sipping no coke. You say you're different, baby. I'm talking shit. I'm touching on her body while she feeling my romance. There's a lot of room inside my ride. Okay. For me.
That's my baby.
I gotta feel it, baby. So baby, let's concentrate on me. And you, girl, you're wrapped around my brain. Yeah. With thoughts inside that words just can't explain. You're my definition of true love, unconditional. Your love, I can get enough. Baby, you're all that I need. Yeah. See, Breezy, he talk, and LaChaka got me thrown like I'm sipping on coke. You say you're different, baby, yeah. Touching on her body while she feeling my rolling. There's a lot of room inside for me. For me. So baby, let's concentrate on me. I say it's been a long time since I felt like this. Well, LaChaka, she's so cold like the ice on my wrist. Girl, don't you be afraid of giving me your. See, I promise I'ma do the thing right. Buddy, you should sleep good night. You're the body man in my life. Looking for forever, looking for a while. But these girls ain't loyal. See, Breezy, he told me, and LaChaka got me thrown like yeah, baby. But don't talk shit. She feeling my feelings. Yeah. For me, baby, yeah. So baby, baby.
I like that one. Yeah, you.
No, that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Y'all, it's more music to come. American Will SoundCloud, and you can hear these songs. Some of these songs are exclusive, but I rock with y'all. And it's your birthday, so it's whatever you want.
Let me see that. Have a seat. We're going to interview you. My Way K. What up, though? So this older white man at my job, y'all, he's 64. He be like, what it is. Oh, yeah, for the ball. What it is. So what it is, Will?
What's happening? What's
How
happening?
you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. How about you?
Great. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank
It's
you
so
for
nice.
having us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Reese.
Hey,
See how you fucking little in the building.
Hey,
you see in the building.
Music
Spelman is in the building.
Spell? What's happening?
Look, Jay, spell it.
I'm just watching it all.
Shut up. Okay. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you start singing and dancing?
Well, I started singing. My gosh, it's hot. I'm just hot.
Okay.
But I started singing. You know, cliche story. I started in the church, and it branched out to me starting my career like 3 years ago, and we just been pushing and moving ever since.
Okay. So, what has been the most exciting thing of your journey so far, or what have you? Yeah, what's the most exciting thing?
I say where I'm at in my life right now, because it's like everybody has to start somewhere. But you seeing where you started from, because it's honestly levels to it.
Yes.
And you know how you move to that second level, so in your life you kind of see hard work is paying off. It's still a lot more to go,
right.
But you see progress. So I say right now in my life, because it's moving, and God is good. I think it's all glory.
Amen. So to get back to the topic of conversation, it is what did you learn about yourself in 2016, and what do you plan on changing in 2017?
What I learned about myself in 2016 is that growth and development. Like the things that I used to do 2015 throughout 2016, said it can't happen no more in 2017. It's not even things I used to do, just certain situations or certain things or whatever. 2017, this is my year.
Yes.
That's why I'm dropping this record, 2017,
yes.
on the 1st, midnight.
Okay.
Right. Drop.
Me and you, how would you?
How to do it. That's a single. The other
okay.
stuff, it was,
I like that.
Stuff. Yeah, thank you.
That was dope.
It's on SoundCloud, and we dropping Grow. We think about going ahead and dropping on Grow along with How to Do It. We trying to see, but
okay.
I was in a lot of sneak peeks. Yeah.
The video is dope. I like that. Y'all shot that here in Atlanta.
We did.
Yeah.
Cascade.
I watched that. I seen that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I watched it on Facebook. I seen it.
Jay, you have any questions?
Yes, you know something? What I like about you is when I first asked you, I said, are you worried about cussing or anything? And you said, man, I'm international.
Okay.
It let me know that your mindset is not just in Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay? Right. It's bigger than Atlanta. You got to reach the world. And when I like to say you have a talent, and I want you to reach all your potential. Right. So I appreciate you for being a young person that's being an entrepreneur, because my son is standing behind the camera, can be inspired with another young great artist. Some of the things I hear today, I cannot tell you no more. I don't understand great beat. I do not understand great beat. I ain't trying to knock nobody, but enlighten people. Take people to another level. From the Michael Jackson era to all the other things we had in front of us, we had people that blessed us with great music. Right. I want to keep that. Right. Some of the stuff I've been hearing lately, I ain't tripping, but I appreciate what you brought. Yeah. And I understand it.
Quality.
And you getting me back to understanding that us young people can still rock us old folks. And I ain't old, but you can still get me to being like, hey, keep that going.
What you gonna be like, Jay?
Hey. Hold on. Miss Palmer. I'm just trying to say, we trying to get back to that real relationship, that real love, and that kind of music bring me back real, because it got Crab over here dancing.
I mean, Crab, let us know your thoughts on this music.
Crab was about to throw that cane
Crab
out.
was finna start shimmy one time.
Well, you know Crab, he just dropped that cane on you now. That's all, he a rattler. You know, that mother straight from Florida right there. I'm like, whoa, you drop it on you.
First of all, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed your energy. I love it. And I'm watching you not just here. I can see you on stages. I can see you doing your thing. And I wish you all the luck, love, and success. So who inspired your music? I mean, what inspires your style?
I'm a big Chris Brown fan.
Okay.
And also, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. But you know, in my generation, Chris Brown is my mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, paid attention to what he do in other artists as well, as far as like James Brown, Neo, Usher. He's also a big influence in my music. And kind of okay, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Now America will be you, but you will learn from the greatest.
Yeah. What? So your category of music is that R&B or what would you call it?
I just say to fit in, you know, to put the slot in for iTunes, popping R&B, but I don't want to have no label, right? Because I do EDM music, I do EDM house music, I do pop music, I can do street music, I can do R&B, I can do hip hop.
You know rap?
I ain't no rapper, but I know how to sing on rap.
Right. You bring the track, bring the
oh Lord,
the chorus.
Kevin Hart said that black chocolate
drop.
Chocolate drop like I got a song with Trey Songz.
I know. It ain't bad. You say what you want, Kevin Hart.
It's actually not.
I was like,
they can't take Kevin Hart serious. Like
you might not want to take him serious, but I like the song.
So how old are you actually?
Magician never tells a secret. I'm 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Look, I was there yesterday.
Opinions no longer.
You feel me?
I waited all year for this.
How long you been at it? How long you been at this game? How long you been serious about it? Shall I say, really reaching for the stars?
I say 3 years ago.
Okay.
And like I told Miss Kay, I've been wanting to be a singer all my life, and I started in the church, and you know, I kind of seen that I had a knack for making melodies and writing my own music. Okay. And excuse me, you know, I was like, I might do this. And a couple of key formulas came together, and
American Will. So is American Will love you? American Will make you famous? What is American Will?
American Will. American Will be whatever you want. Like American, like you said, American will help the youth. American will get the message out to the youth. American will get the message out to the middle class people, to the older people, to the younger people. Just whatever, you know, that category feels for you. American will do it.
Is there a direction for your music? Do you have something that you want to achieve with your music? You know, some people want to inspire. You know, R. Kelly's all into that. You know, that dance. You know, what do they call it? Step music. You know, and that reaches an audience of people who typically aren't buying music, but they'll buy that music. But do you have an agenda for your work?
I just want to be heard, man. And I'm not, to be honest with it, I'm not even trying to be like a Michael Jackson or Taylor Swift, you know, as far as like fame-wise, big attention. I just want my music to be heard and feed my family comfortably in my own skin, in my own mind, in my own mentality, in my own spirit, because it's like when I'm learning and seeing, it's certain things you have to sacrifice and give in order to be at that top position.
Yes.
I ain't got her. So that's why independently, we can thank God for the internet. You can make money and be successful in the music industry independently.
Yes.
And you know, that's the area that we're going for. It's a whole lot harder. Lord Jesus, a whole lot harder.
Yeah.
But it's going to
It's
pay
worth
off
it.
in.
Yes.
It is.
Amen.
There you go.
You know, there are a lot of people with talent, but until you discover how to sell it,
Yes.
it doesn't make a difference.
Surround yourself with
It doesn't
like-minded
change the
people.
world. Unfortunately, nothing changed the world until it's sold. And you put all the spirit and love in it. And so I applaud you. You know, I applaud you for dropping albums. I mean, that's major. I've been wanting to drop an album for years.
What you doing, Crab?
I got a couple of concerts in here.
We're gonna have Crab singing next
Wait,
show.
Crab be freestyling on for real.
Don't worry, next show. Y'all don't understand. New Year's is on and popping.
Oh Lord.
But I gotta tell y'all, I gotta wrap it up. I'm into 2 hours and a half.
Well, I thank you. Can you name the song again?
Yeah, the first song that we played, that was my single coming out on the 1st, 2017 at midnight.
We got
on
it first.
YouTube, iTunes, right here at the bar. I don't want to get this wrong.
Bar Talk with Jay.
The bar, what was that?
Bar Talk with Jay.
The Bar Talk with Jay.
We got it for you.
Vice.
At the infamous round table.
All day long. And one of the things I gotta tell y'all is I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
It is PR's birthday, King in the building. And again, I'm gonna tell y'all for the last time, one time, all time. I gotta say it, gotta put it.
Last call here.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord, play the outro.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the last call.
Yeah, that's all right, Jay.
That's
Yeah, it was a
all
great
good.
time, man. We really appreciate our audience. We appreciate
That's supposed to be the outro.
our
That's the intro.
fans. And we're going to be right back at you on New Year's Eve. Catch us every Thursday from 7 to 9.
Spreaker.com. Come on, Spreaker.
Facebook Live.
Backslash
Let me get out of here.
The last call's here.
Y'all have a good evening.
We gotta get out of here.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was.
Thank y'all for having me. Nice to meet y'all. Thank you, my brother. Yes, sir.
But I was about to start freestyling off on that.
I see you.
You started
I
dancing,
see
I was
you.
like, I stepped in there.
No, thank you, baby.